of youth are doing out there and get caught up here. 2 weeks from this Friday, Woody, is that what we figured out this morning?
Yeah, how about that, man?
Stanford, Stanford, 2 weeks from this Friday. God, it's right around the corner. All right, so we got that, and then I got to ask you about the card show, man. I know you did,
awesome.
And it was a big one. It was a lot
Huge.
bigger than I thought, but you knew it was one of the bigger card shows.
Yeah, this is one of the bigger ones down here.
Broward County
might be the biggest one.
The Broward County Convention Center's not when I hear that, I go, okay, that's a big boy.
So it's the biggest one that I personally know of. There must have been, I don't know, 3,000 people, if I had to guess, that rolled through the doors over 2 days.
So how'd you do? It was we
did great, man.
You were a rookie.
We sold a ton of stuff.
You're brand new at that.
Yeah.
I know you're into it, but this is the first time you're running the table, and it's like you got your own team, and you got your help there on the next to you.
So Leon did great. He did a lot of the negotiating for us. He did great, and
you had some fun with him.
Yeah, we had some fun. My wife came, Max came. We had a great time, man. And everyone that came up, the nice thing about something like that, like people come up and they just want to talk about sports, or they want to talk about cards or whatever, and everyone's real friendly, and it was
funny?
Just fun.
They're pretty knowledgeable, right?
Everyone's yes.
And even the history, you get an older guy and they can kind of relate to today's guys and what's going on, as well as going back when they were kids, which, takes a couple different generations of sports. No, I get it, man. I get it, because we actually spent all day yesterday looking at cards after you talk. It was hilarious. We took time and we're looking at cards, and, problem is all my cards are during the time when I was playing, and some of my favorite. And I keep cards of all my teammates. I think that's kind of cool, guys you played with, and, and see what we all look like back then and everybody looks like now, and weight-wise and everything else. Anyway,
get you set up a table then, man.
No. I'm not.
Stuff.
They be coming up to me. I have no idea. I'm guessing I got a bunch of 50-cent cards. Anyway, hey, Woody, we've got a lot of stuff going on. By the way, Marlins take 2 or 3 from the Reds, hanging in there. Yuri Perez, I'll tell you what, if we don't do anything else next year, and I don't know what's going to happen with baseball in general before I get ahead of myself and the Marlins for next year, but, boy, you got to keep those 3 pitchers. I mean, you got 3 really good, and one of them, I hope Max hey, Jamie's in with it. Is Max are we going to see any M&M this year, or is he done for the year with that next shoulder deal? What's the deal there?
Last I heard, it was early September, but biggest series of the year coming up right now with Philly.
Oh, yeah. 3 with them. You're right.
You're 3 games back of the wild card. You got 3 games against the team in front of you.
That's right.
This is it.
This is a big one. You're right. This can move things real quickly, head to head. Nothing better than head to head. You're right. And those are 3 big games. But boy, those 3 starters. And when Max was pitching, he was the best on the staff. And now Yuri Perez and Alcantara have been just lights out. 6 shutout innings yesterday for him, and that 3-game series coming up starting tonight is big for this team. And they got some great stories, man. Agustin Ramirez, I thought he was toast. I go, well, he may never see the bigs this year. 2 hits, 2 RBI. They're finding a way to get the bat in there, and he's had some big hits. And Sanoha, one of the 3 or 4 best stories on this team for a utility guy that's basically been your third baseman. He's hit a solid 270, it seems like, all year. 3-run homer for him. A lot of good stuff, man. I enjoyed yesterday. Scotty Scheffler, first of 3 in this playoff system they have. I love it, by the way. Don't quite understand everything about it, but I do know he won, and he won big. 8-stroke win yesterday for the number 1 player in the world. You know what's weird about it? That's only his 2nd win of the season. He had it like 1st or 2nd tournament of the year, and now he gets to the thing. But he finishes, got a bunch of 2nd place finishes, got a bunch of top 10 finishes. So he wins $3.6 million, gets that, and they're playing for the big prize. The big prize is $10 million for the number 1 player when these 3 playoff tournaments, and that was number 1. So they got 2 more to go. But so for that, we'll get maybe into that a little bit. That's a little self-serving because I enjoy the golf stuff. And we got all kinds of football stuff. So we got the first drive and basically the first quarter on both sides of the ball. The Commanders did have 26 players out. And I think it's important to say that because they had 26 of mostly their veteran guys and their high-paid guys and everything else, and they ran out, and I was like, ooh, that looks like a roster of 60-something out there. And so, but still, you faced a lot of good players, a lot of key backups, a lot of role players on their team. But they came out, and they look good. And the front five, I should just start with them because I thought that really, I mean, they really, and that's what, hey, man, that's what you should do. That's your starting five, and they did exactly what they're supposed to. People go, well, they didn't play. Well, that's what you're supposed to do. Like, they didn't care. Whoever you play against, they need to work together. And that's the best, that front five, that starting five on the offensive line has looked by far great blocking, especially by your two young guards, Savia Nye and Proctor. I thought were great. I mean, and the holes weren't little holes. Now the running backs did, mostly Achan, did a great job of seeing them, but they were huge holes. Great tight end blocking. So that was good. Malik looked good. You saw once again, for those of you that maybe got to see Caleb Douglas for the first time and maybe Malik Willis for the first time, you see the throws. You saw the throws. His incompletion should have been a catch. It would have been a college catch, but Caleb Douglas will learn. By the way, it happens to every rookie who has to learn footwork and getting both your feet in bounds, where college is just one. And so that's important. So he caught it, but it was the easy call. I mean, as you saw it on the side, you got to get both in. Comes back and just makes a ridiculous catch running down the middle of the field. Left-handed, tips it to himself, brings it down. Clearly the number one receiver on this team. Clearly. It's been from the first couple of days were a little quiet. Maybe it was the first day really quiet. He didn't do anything during OTAs or minicamp. I think he was a little banged up, to where he is right now. It's the best story on the team. Now, maybe Malik Willis, because you saw the way 2 and 3 played in the game at the quarterback. For all of you that wanted that open competition for Quint Ewers and Malik Willis, I know you've gone real silent, and I understand you should. And going back to OTAs and mini camps where they're both making nice throws, and Quint Ewers looked really good. Now he's got a groin injury week to week. We got a lot of news. Mark Gronowski's going to be back. They released him. Now they're going to need, it looks like Quint Ewers going to be out for a bit. So Mark Gronowski will now come in and probably have to play this week. Jamari Sawyer, terrible news there. Was supposed to be kind of your rotating guard and tackle, a role that he had last year with the Chargers, is on IR. Linebacker Cam Riley was picked up. So a lot of news, man. A lot of news with the team, as this is the way it's going to be, man. This is the way it's going to be. And the big cuts, grab your popcorn after this third preseason game. Grab your popcorn, because there's going to be some guys that this team is just going to say they just can't play. There's no upside. There's no, they're doing everything. You saw the back end of the roster's thin, which should not be a surprise to anybody. And you saw a lot of guys play a lot of football, and it's the guys that they like a lot. I thought Moore played a lot of football, and God, he had almost 50 snaps. Trey Moore on the outside linebacker position played a lot in his first preseason game. So they had a game plan for every player, and we can get into all of it on both sides of the football. But yeah, it was physical. I think he was, guys got after it the best they could. Sometimes we got out of position a little bit on some things, and there's some concern, no question about it. You hope when everybody gets back and they put in game plans. I wouldn't overreact to everything. My phone overreacted a little bit. That's usually family, and not only family, but friends who are, day-to-day watchers. But I would just not get too caught up in the way that second, third, and fourth quarters went. And it wasn't pretty. There was a lot of stuff that wasn't pretty. I get it. But anyway, we got a lot more stuff to get to. Got the head coach, Mario Cristobal, going to join us in just a few minutes, so we'll take a quick break. We got a lot more with the Miami Dolphins stuff. We got a lot more to get to here this morning. We'll get you caught up on some more news and some things that happened that people didn't know were going on behind the scenes. So we'll get caught up with that. A little discipline on the sideline and some other things that popped up during the game. Give you a little feel for your new head coach. Hey, if you're looking for a truck, and if you didn't get out to your South Florida Chevy dealers this weekend when you had a little bit of time, it's okay, man. We're not shutting down. Those 14 dealerships, they're rolling with great trucks, and it's not going to change, man. The Chevy Colorado, with everything you get there, man, it's got everything. The Colorado custom to the ZR2. It's got the right tools to exceed your expectations. It is one of those trucks you go, hey, wow. Hey, I didn't realize. Well, you didn't realize because we talk a lot about the Chevy Silverados, and we should. When you look at the custom Trail Boss to the Silverado EV with the 10 models and 4 powerful engine choices, Silverado delivers an impressive balance of strength, dependability, and efficiency. Whatever truck you're looking for. Hard-working truck, works like you do 7 days a week sometimes. That's how you make a living, and you keep working until that job is done. Well, that's a Silverado family truck is what I'm talking about. You get 10 models with 4 powerful engine choices. You just can't go wrong, whether it's a Chevy Silverado HD, the powerful LTZ, maybe it's a Chevy Silverado HD, High Country, the big boy. Yeah, we got something for everybody. You know, Silverado's like they've custom-made a truck perfect for your lifestyle. Check it out. We got a truck perfect for you and your family. Stop by. Chevy's got a Florida truck. We got great deals. We want you to come by, take a test drive. With 14 dealerships, you got one close to you. Visit your local South Florida Chevy dealers today.
560
It is time to head out to the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. Shop over 2,000 Toyotas on sale at one location. Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood and Sheridan. ToyotaofHollywood.com. Joe.
All right, Woody. Hey, Woody, we're just talking this morning early. 2 weeks from this Friday. Canes going out. ACC start to the season, going out to the West Coast to face Stanford. University of Miami head coach Mario Cristobal joins us this morning. Coach, first of all, good morning. How you doing?
Good morning, Joe. How we doing, man?
And great, man. I tell you what, people are really jacked up all over the country, man. Even we're in Washington, D.C., everybody wanted to know about the Canes. It's great, man. And from everything from the high school recruiting and the players from all over the place, and more look like they're getting ready to commit. So it's just a lot of good things rolling in the right direction. Coach, let's start some roster updates, some news. Can you get to anything for us?
Yeah, absolutely. Go from a roster standpoint. We've been aware Jordan Lyle having an incident, and we're allowing legal processes to play out there. From another roster standpoint, Cam Bond has been dismissed from the team. Wish him the best, and the Canes will press on and ready for our next practice.
Okay. All right. With that news, let's get right into all the stuff. You had a scrimmage on Friday, and, everybody's talking about the two positions or groups, starting with that offensive line. You lost a lot of – I guess this all has to do with the good news is a lot of guys are in the NFL. The bad news is you got to replace them, although I got to tell you, I thought during spring, if you don't mind me starting with that offensive line, and I know you do have some veterans on there coming back, but the Cogden, Cantwell, I thought they looked really good. I know there's some other good guys. Irvin's in that group too. But, gosh, my Cogden and Cantwell, they look bigger. They look more confident from coming in for spring football to where they were to start a camp. How are they doing?
A lot of progress and a lot more progress to be made. Certainly there are great flashes, great moments. Things are coming together. But got to continue to get more physical. Got to continue to get tougher. Got to continue to get in better shape. And Coach Mirabal will have those guys right.
Hey, the cross-training thing I thought was really interesting. When does that stop and you guys start focusing, or have you already done that where you get an idea what everybody can do and what they're best at and hit them with that as you get closer to this game?
We still have scrimmage, too, coming up this Friday. We program ourselves playing for a Friday for game one, so it kind of works out that way. But no, we are still creating a ton of opportunities for guys to earn playing time, because playing time here it has to be earned. There's no just play a guy because he's talented, and so we're going to keep mixing things up, and we still got to find out who else is actually versatile, who can play nickel and the field corner, right? Who can play the strong and the and jump down there and play some of the other spots. Same thing on the O and defensive line, and what we've seen so far is these being able to three-spot things during practice throughout camp has been invaluable, because guys are just logging the reps in the form of walkthrough, in the form of 7-on-7 run and pass, 5-on-4, 2s-on-2s. We're getting a lot of quality reps, and we're starting to see it pay off, but we have miles to go.
Could you see some of these true freshmen besides Cantwell? Could you see some guys getting playing time with the first couple of groups?
Absolutely, I can, and I refuse to praise them right now because they think they'll have playing time guaranteed. We got to get after their fun.
Yeah,
we got to push them. We got to put them in there against the ones and put them in. No different than anybody else on the team. We got to put them in situations and see if they can respond. And quite frankly, we got to do the same thing with the coaches, right? We've got to put the coordinators in tough situations. We got to make them adapt to personnel and think players over plays. And they've always done a really good job, but this is a time to test everybody, myself included, and see exactly what our identity can be by the end of camp, and then go from there.
Mesidor and Bain, God, I have just great respect for guys that not only are great pass rushers, but were really good against the run. And I've heard more and more of it from everybody that's now coached them up and how good they were first, second, and third down edge guys. I was wondering how Marquise Lightfoot, Blunt, Damon Wilson, and anybody else, do you feel they have the same type of qualities to do first, second, and third down things for you?
Yeah, I really feel good about them, and they're constantly being pushed and tested. And, when we not only when we scrimmage, but on a daily basis, we try to really slam the ball in there. And not only are they setting edges, remember, in our defense and all defenses around the country, your secondary also plays a huge hand in setting edges, right? Guys that are force players. You remember Keontae Scott and Kobe Thomas, they did that last year. And we feel we have a good number of guys that'll thump you. And it's been really competitive. We can't say that we're completely settled on certain guys because competition has been really strong. So we're going to ramp it up even more, starting with today. We've got a lot of, live situations that we got to play out. So that part has been really exciting, and it's time to push, man. This is not the time for ease and comfort.
Yeah. So we have some guys with us up there while we were up on this trip from Ohio State, and they said, hey, man, and you never know. We were talking about college football, and they go, this Jarquez Carter, he's really a good player, man. Ohio State really wanted to keep this guy. How's he been? I'm just curious when I hear that kind of praise, how's he looked at the tackle position?
Yeah, he really popped at Friday's scrimmage from a physicality, holding the point of attack, just playing tough, and showed tremendous third down value as well. I think Keona Davis did the same thing. It's great to see, guys like Third Scroggins back in the mix, Booker Pickett. I mean, a lot of guys really, they sit out and they played well. And the best part about it is every single day they walk out there, there's nothing to be handed, man. They've got a guy in front or in back that they're competing with. So as long as we keep doing that, I think we'll get the best out of everybody.
Well, everybody talks about Darian Mensah and how good he is and his guys. I thought he was real good day one. So, and by the way, the thing I talked about from day one, the adjustments your receivers make in tight coverage was really impressive for day one. All the touchdowns in the back of the end zone and the red zone drills. How's Mensah been so far, and what do you see the biggest improvement he's made?
I think just mastering the offense, control at the line of scrimmage, in the huddle. I think pre-snap, his ability to read post-snap has been awesome, but his ability to put us in the right stuff pre-snap has been impressive. And the fact that he just loves a challenge, man. He's not content. He just wants to get better and better and better. And so I think his fit is excellent, and he wants to be pushed, and I promise you he'll be pushed really hard.
How do you keep all the noise? I mean, and Mario, I don't want you to get fired up about this. I know this topic always gets you, and I'm not talking about rankings, but just everybody telling you how good and talented off of last year's team, and this team's got a chance, and your fan base and the podcasters talking about what this team can be and all those things, and Darian Mensah this. How does he handle all that stuff and all the noise about potentially off of what he did at Duke last year and what he's doing with you and all the weapons he has?
I think that when you spend enough time around the Miami Hurricanes, you tend to love being a Miami Hurricane and not like anybody else, quite frankly. That's kind of the way it works. Yeah. And the best way to do it is to make sure it gets done on Green Tree. I mean, it's that simple. And that wherever we go, whatever we do on Green Tree, the work, the discipline, the physicality, the way we play with violence and working on better discipline, like you got to pack that with you and take that with you everywhere you go, because that's the key to everything. And you know what? The focus is so completely ingrained in making things second nature, like ball security and ball disruption and chasing and finishing, communication, pre-snap discipline, post-snap composure. I mean, everything we do is geared towards that, and understanding that, you know what, you mentioned noise. Joe, we're going to play on Thursdays, Fridays.
That's right.
It's noon, 8, 9, 10. That can never, ever be part of it. So the work continues on being an internally driven team, never letting the external stuff determine how we're going to come out and play.
Yeah, no, that's nicely put on the whole thing. Do you ever have to talk about social media stuff, by the way? I that pops up in the NFL a lot, and coaches actually talk to young guys, hey, stay off that junk. We don't want you. If you have a bad practice, don't be looking at social friggin' media.
100%, man. For coaches and players, sometimes coaches are the biggest self-promoters, man. You turn on there every 5 minutes, the guy's got a new profile picture. Like, get the hell out of here, man. I mean, the social media, absolutely. Yeah. You can't tweet and post your way into being 1-0. Okay, and if you're consumed with being applauded and being liked and having people pay attention to you, you're in the wrong business, man, because you know what? When things don't go your way, they're going to pile on you and kick your butt. So, yeah, we always refer to it in a sense where guys can just continue to raise their levels of professionalism and understand that can't ever be part of process.
I thought last year, especially on the defensive side of the ball, the biggest improvement, obviously, there's no mental mistakes. Everybody was supposed to be there. It just didn't seem like you had a lot of broken coverages. If a guy was supposed to have containment outside, he was there. You just played really, besides physically talented, but mentally played really, really well. How hard is that to get with all the new guys that may be coming into play for you or playing more football this season to get back to that?
Yeah, it takes an enormous amount of time. And quite frankly, here's the thing. Last year, even though you people had film on Coach Heatherman, we hadn't played yet, right? So they had to kind of learn us throughout the year. Now, let's call it what it is. You know, a lot of people have studied us throughout the offseason. So we have spent an extraordinary amount of time in periods involving shifts and motions, unbalanced sets, formations into the boundary, all the different ways that people will probably attack us. So our guys can communicate, man, get lined up so they can get their cleats in the ground and play fast and physical. It cannot be overstated how important that is. It's always number one on the list. It's what Coach Heatherman starts every meeting with.
Yeah. Well, listen, it's for real. Hey, I want to ask you about depth at the cornerback position. My God, talking about, it's kind of nice to sit and talk about guys we've, in some cases now for a third straight year back there in the cornerback position, have played so much football. How is that competition going for you? Can you play everybody?
Of course you can. You know, we have so many nickel and dime packages, not to mention the amount of work we do on special teams with our DBs. And again, it's a position that, let's call it what it is, man. Also last year, durability became an issue, right? So the biggest challenge to those guys this year is not only physicality, because they've got to be able to set edges, right? They've got to get people on the ground, but durability, right? Availability. It's really the most important ability to be able to be there and available for games. So that's been a challenge that we have issued to them. They've responded really well. Yeah, you've got to be able to play a bunch of guys. You know, the season is long, and we have a lot of work to do, brother.
Hey, last thing, I'll let you go because you can't talk about your team that you're working with right now and not talk about recruiting. It is amazing, the exposure. These top high school guys from around the country, whether they're 4 or a 5-star, it's like everybody knows everybody from coast to coast. I know more information now, and there's so much stuff out there. How do you handle and how much time do you put in as you're getting your team ready for that game against Stanford? Can you put into the recruiting side of this stuff that never ends?
You know, you have to involve recruiting in your dailies. That doesn't stop. I mean, we're in the business of talent acquisition and development and personnel use, right? All three things go together. Well, the other two don't work unless you get the right pieces. And, you know, the way the calendar is structured now, Joe, like it's 1 year advance of what it was 5-10 years ago. You have to be on these guys daily in the right kind of manner and making sure that they fit what you do. And you got to get them on campus so they can see what you do and see if they want to be part of it. And the more people that visit Coral Gables, the more the word spreads about what an incredible place the University of Miami is, the way they watch us practice and they watch us play. Look, in our minds, we have miles to go, and for the outside world, there's been a ton of momentum that has been gained. So recruiting is really starting to take on a whole new trajectory.
Mario, thank you, man. I really appreciate you coming on this morning. It was a nice surprise. Get back and know you're going to be on with us this morning. So thank you so much, bud. I appreciate it.
Joe, we still got plenty of opportunities for practice. Get your butt on down here, brother.
Go
right. Canes.
I'm going to book something up here. We'll be seeing you down there. Thank you, bud. All right. Mario Cristobal joining us, Hurricanes head coach, a little bit. Woody, we got one more trip down there with us, bud, before we roll it. Good, man. It's good stuff. All right. Hey, listen, wow. A little bit of news, huh? Cam Vaughn off leaving, and we'll find out what happens to Jordan Lyle, the St. Thomas Aquinas running back, going forward through, reckless driving and What I don't know what else it was, but anyway, hey, we'll see what happens there. Summer's upon us, and Dr. Barry's team at Recovery Unplugged has your back. Their mental health residential program in Fort Lauderdale is a private, comfortable space to heal with music-based care that hits the right note. Listen, all the guys out there, man, and women. Listen, if you're up early, you're going through it right now, man. You are literally have anxiety and depression that you haven't had. It happens. Things happen in your life. You lose your job, marriages break up, things happen, and it gets you in a funk, and sometimes you can't get out on your own. You need some help. That's what it's all about. If you're going through it, it's nothing to be embarrassed about because it's happening to a lot of people. They accept most major insurance plans, but Recovery Unplugged, Dr. Barry and his staff are fantastic. They will work with you, man, and they're going to get you back on the road, get you back on track. If you got somebody listening that's going through it right now, or you got a friend that's going through it, please have them call 954-737-4508 or visit recoveryunplug.com. This summer, heal out loud.
Honest.
There's just not enough time this morning for everything going on. Want to thank Mario for coming on a little bit. Cam Vaughn has moved on. And on top of that, the news with, Jordan Lyle, who, has had his moments, had a great freshman year, and got in a little trouble. We'll see how that plays out, and getting arrested and fleeing from the police and reckless driving, whatever it was about. And hey, listen, I'm a big second chance guy, and hopefully it's not too serious and he learns. But man, just a great opportunity for him. They were talking a lot about him out there when we were there about getting that guy back. I mean, he started the season, he got injured. He was a starter, and if you recall last year, and look at these, it's going the wrong direction, man. This is just you come back. I was a little surprised, to be quite honest, that he didn't transfer. I was surprised. I thought when I look at the roster, I don't know how many of you UM fans do it. I do it. I got a pretty good feel for, like, he won't come back. He's too good a player, and he can play somewhere. He needs to transfer. And I said, he probably needs to transfer. And came back, and everybody's talking about him. Just to have something like this, you're responsible for your stuff. I know he's a young guy. I hope he gets a second chance and it works out. Don't know how serious it is, but anyway, we'll find out. We'll all find out together on that one. Hey, we got a lot of Dolphin stuff to get to as well, and some good news. The first quarter was good news, basically on both sides of the football. Lot of good stuff, and just a small dose of it, very small dose. But I was glad to see Malik Willis. You got a little bit of a teaser of what it looks like to have a quarterback that's athletic and that can run and take off. He was smart. He didn't do anything crazy trying to get first downs, and but he showed you he's got a lot of athletic ability. You saw the throw down the sideline. That was actually one of the best throws he made, the incomplete pass where Douglas had 1 foot out of bounds. Good catch in college football, but in the pros, you got to have them both down inbounds, and he didn't do it, but it was a hell of a throw. And that was his only incompletion of the short period of time that he played, but he looked really good. Douglas, as I said before, your third-round pick, just looks really good. He just got a little bit of a teaser. He didn't play a lot after the 2 catches that he had that we just talked about. Chop Robinson, I thought, had some really good plays. You can see he's actually really playing better, really focused on everything. I thought Caden Wallace, who came in, who we just traded for with the New England Patriots for a couple of late-round picks, I thought he played well. I saw some good stuff just watching him during the game. I know we're going to miss some guys, and I hate going through the list of the good. We're thin, though. We are thin. It's a thin group. I told everybody, grab your popcorn after that third preseason game when all those cuts and people start putting they have to release them, and then they pick them back up and put them on the practice squad, and get ready. Grab your popcorn. It's going to be a busy few days for the Miami Dolphins, looking to fill out, in my opinion, the end of this roster. I feel like they don't have 53 guys that even to work with, to start with on the 53. There could be a need from everything that they've added, what they're trying to pick up from week to week. You're not going to be able to fix everything, and I understand that, and this is part of when you lose so much money on the salary cap. This is what you get. The real bad news coming out for me is Jamari Sawyer. Man, really counting on him kind of from when he signed from the Chargers was, we got a guy that's really trying to get his career going, hoping he can start at guard. And if not, we know he can play tackle and guard because that's what he's done over the last few years. He had a lot of starts for the Chargers, including against the Dolphins last year when they were way down. They had 3 or 4 offensive linemen, including both starting tackles out. And he filled in. I thought he played pretty well in that game. So they got him, and I thought, man, that's good. We got our sixth guy. I call him the sixth offensive lineman who can play guard and tackle. Speaking of Mario talking about being able to do both, and we had that guy. So he's out, and they still got to find out the guys they can trust. They got a couple of veterans on there. Are they going to be good enough for you to go into a season knowing that at some point it could get down? Not only it's definitely going to get to a sixth guy, but it could get easily to the seventh and eighth guy by the time this season rolls into the last half of the season. We have seen it all the way down to the ninth offensive lineman, who for us that year, when Tua got hit against the Texans, was really bad. Really, really bad. Just absolutely not ready to play. So those things are going to happen. And so you're just going to be thin at some positions. There's just even on what you pick up that you think's better than what you have on your own roster. But make sure you grab some extra popcorn after that final preseason game against the Atlanta Falcons, because it's going to start and just keep rolling. I was really disappointed with the quarterback play from both our quarterbacks, and I'm not blaming them because there were way too many drops by the wide receivers, way too many. And honestly, I trust 2 wide receivers right now on this team. The rest of them got to get better. The rest of them got to get open, got to play better, got to catch the ball. And way too many drop balls. Even though there were some penalties, way too many drop balls in that game. But Quinn Ewers, and I know his groin, and he's out, and Cam Miller, we get in a situation, the drop off from Malik to those guys. Quinn was late on his throws. I don't know when he got hurt. I know he got hurt while he was playing. His arm strength was not good enough to get the ball there on time. He was late on some throws, not accurate, not on the same page. Maybe some of it was his wide receivers. Again, I'm not grading anything. It just did not look good. And by the way, if you're getting pressure, and I know, well, bad pressure, and we always say the pressure. Look, I get there was pressure. But you got nowhere. You got to know where outlet receivers are to get them the ball and those type of things. They don't just have everybody run. There's always an outlet receiver to throw to if you got to get rid of it. And it was just I knew right away. I knew what the topics were going to be as soon as that game was going to be over. It's going to be Quinn Ewers and Cam Miller and their play. And where do we go? And where do we find another guy? Hey, there's a chance that there's going to be another, maybe not Quinn Ewers, but Cam Miller. There could be if somebody throws it better physically that this group likes, and somebody tries sneaking a guy in a practice squad, we're going to grab him. We're going to grab him and put him on the 53. So I would not be surprised by that. Not surprised at all. So both sides, I'm guessing they were physical. They did some good things now. They did some good things. Draft picks, played a lot. And that there was also the mystery of Zeke Biggers. I don't know what happened. He was held out. He just played at the practice at Hard Rock Stadium. Zeke Biggers played his ass off. He played so well. And I was really looking forward to seeing him play. I don't know what happened, but he did not play in the first preseason game. They just said he was held out. And I hope, honestly, if he was held out, because, people are going to want to know. You can't just, in today's world, a coach is not going to be able to get away with it very long where he goes, hey, I just held him out. Well, there's 2 reasons you hold him out. He broke rules and you're strict, or he's injured and you wanted to keep him out. He's nicked up. Usually if you're nicked up, they let you know, right? Hey, we're going to keep him out for a game. He got hurt in practice. Just to be safe, we're going to wait a few days and get him back for the Giants week this week. I just hope, again, he's one of the guys that's just really on his upside. I hope that this thing is nothing major. Nothing major. Because this is again, you're counting on. We talked about the 21 draft picks. He's part of that, and he's a big part of it. He's a big guy, and he would have been rotating in with those guys on that defensive line, and gotten a lot of snaps in this, a lot of work in on this first game, which everybody needs, everybody, including him. All right, we got to go to break. We got a lot more stuff to get to as we. Looking forward to it, man. Lot of stuff, lot of news. By the way, I was waiting after our game. I go, oh boy, what's national media going to be talking about? And guess who it was? Guess who it was? They were all talking about. Man, was I surprised to see that. It was a guy up in Atlanta. The left-handed quarterback was the talk. How about that, man? We'll come back and talk a little bit about that. Come on, man. Of course we will. We got that news and some other news of quarterbacks, including one on his way down here. We'll talk about all that from the preseason. Stay with us here on a Monday morning. Plenty to get to. Baptist Health, South Florida, always working. Always working. People ask me all the time, hey, where do the pros go when they get injured? Well, I go, well, they go to one of the top sports medicine programs in the country. They go, well, who's that? I go, well, Baptist Health put together an all-star lineup of top specialists with great facilities and great team doctors. You put all that together, working with great trainers on all these teams, and you got yourself a home run. Yeah, they take care of Inter Miami, the Heat, the Panthers, the Miami Dolphins, FIU, FAU. Hey, man, it's about injuries. That's what happens, man. If you're competitive in high school, college, or professional sports, or just getting old but still want to grind it out in a tennis match on a Saturday or a Sunday, sooner or later, you know what happens. We all get injured. It's nice to have all those specialists over there at Baptist Health for the knee and shoulder and foot and ankle and hand specialists, back specialists, hip and knee replacement. Oh, my gosh. I just saw their hip and knee replacement doctors are some of the best, absolutely top-ranked in the country. For the next time you're going through it and the hip or knee's not working. Hey, whatever it is, including the Achilles, we're ready to go with great doctors and great facilities like 595 and Pine Island in Plantation. Visit baptisthealth.net/ortho. One go every day. It's about getting you back out playing the sports you love the most.
South Florida sports lives here.
Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys.
Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This update is brought to you by Doral Kia in Miami. The Domino's game. You always find your Abuelito whenever you want a low price save. The price seats will save now. The price seat at Doral Kia, starting with the Marlins, who took 2 of 3 from the Reds with a 7-1 win. Miami will now head to Philly for a 3-game series. Tonight's first pitch is at 6:40 from Citizens Bank Park. You can catch the game right here on WQAM. And the Dolphins will have their final 2 training camp practices on Tuesday and Thursday this week. Both practices begin at 9:30, and they are open to the public. Time for weather, brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Protect your home before the next storm. Get your free roof and window estimate. Call 954-968-8155. Joe, we're at about 78 degrees at the moment. There's a chance of a very slight chance of thunderstorms later today.
That's right.
About as much of a chance as Tua fumbling a snap.
How about this? How about let's have those? We need the rain. I mean, we do need to get some rain. Let's do it at 2 to 3 o'clock. We're used to that. If you live down here, it's when it comes early is when it really. I mean, this is very selfish on my part.
It is selfish,
but that's all right.
We were back here. I was funny. We were just laughing at all these videos. That rough day for Tua. Rough.
Well, listen. First of all,
poor guy. The videos are funny. But
first of all, social media is
cruel.
It's cruel.
When you're making that kind of money, though, it is what it is, man.
I get it. We say that all the time, and I'm guilty of saying if you're a first round pick, this is what you get, and so yeah, a lot of the stuff that happened in that first preseason game happened here. He drops a lot of snaps, shotgun snaps. He drops a lot.
All kidding aside,
no,
it doesn't look like he should be playing anymore. Do you get that feeling from watching him?
He looks, he's got happy feet. Yeah, all the things you saw.
Yeah.
I watched it, and I don't want to play the Herm Edwards thing. I don't care about it. I know Herm Edwards ripped them on ESPN.
Well, everyone did. I mean,
but it's like right off the bat, the snap, and you can see he's looking at where everybody is and who's coming, and and then I just feel like he's in a hurry and he's just not comfortable, and arm doesn't look good. Just it was a lot of the same things here. Hey man, maybe he'll bounce back, and I don't know who was playing in the game and all those things. He does have some good weapons.
It doesn't look like it, Joe.
What?
It doesn't look like he's gonna bounce back. I just something is very, very wrong.
Hey, listen, I think he's going to start just because I don't know if the other guy's going to they're going to sign off on him to play.
Well, yeah, I understand.
He clearly, by the way, if they were both healthy right now, Tua wouldn't be playing.
I don't know. Maybe he saw that hit Jackson Dart took, and he's a little concerned.
By the way, the other thing, so Jackson Dart's coming down here, and all you do is talk about
playing reckless and all that.
Yeah, be smart. And
one hit he took wasn't really his fault, but
how do you not see it though? It's inside.
Yeah, I know, but
it's inside. And he took a shot, and then he's upset that he's in the blue 10 again. First game. And he's
well, they're concerned, bro. Like
he's a fireball, and he came back out and completed some passes. But then the other one that is just crazy. The Jaden Daniels thing just won't go away. The Jaden Daniels thing just doesn't go away. And I thought, it's in the middle of we're getting ready to get in the middle of this preseason thing. There's a lot of things to talk about. Every team's got issues or guys playing well. There's topics on everybody's team now.
Mm-hmm.
And yet, up in that area, Jaden Daniels in this LSU thing is crazy. Now they're getting Jaden Daniels and Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow, he got the hat trick when he played there, right? He was a first overall pick. He won a national championship. He won the Heisman. That's pretty much a slam dunk when that happens, because it doesn't happen very often. If you're ever going to retire somebody's jersey, that's the one you retire. That's different level. I don't know if you agree. I'm throwing it out.
Well, so I was told that, like, I guess some schools, they retire the numbers and they still let people wear them. Like,
well, that's the other thing is.
Yeah, I don't think that you can, because you can't do it in college football.
Well,
you can't not give other people's numbers away. Like
we talked about this on.
There's just not enough numbers to go around.
No, exactly. We talked about it on Friday, and then you get these top recruits that are coming in, and they go, "Look it, I want this number." Like it's a big deal. Now you're kissing these guys' ass. You're spending thousands of dollars recruiting them, and you get a 5-star guy like they got. And by the way, that guy, he flirted with Miami, he flirted with Florida, and he went to LSU, which those things are going to happen. He's a great player from Zephyr Hills. Second year, had 3 picks last year. They're already saying he's like 6'3" or 6'4", saying he's going to be a first-round pick.
I think Jaden Daniels needs to distance himself from this thing, man. He should tell him there was just, I don't know, throw his mom under the bus, but
no, he should just say, hey, we're going to let this thing go. And
it's just such a silly thing, man.
Well, he's got a season, and he's coming off injury. Why do you want to have this in the conversation?
Yeah, it seems like it's just something that shouldn't even be on his radar.
And now
right?
Dan Quinn, the head coach, going, "Hey, we're focused on the season," and that's
he
what
got asked about it too.
Yeah, so that's what I want. Jaden Daniels, it looks great. He's back, and he's so important. If we're going to have a chance, 2 years ago, this guy Jaden Daniels takes him to the NFC Championship game in Philadelphia.
Whoever's decision it was to do this, to blow this up and make a big deal publicly about it.
Let's just be honest with you.
I don't think it was him either.
She controls everything.
I don't think it was him.
Mom felt strongly about this on behalf of her son.
And maybe he did too. I don't, Joe, I don't know. I can only tell you from what I've seen on that show. I mean, I watched
all these
few
guys.
Hours worth of his personality. It doesn't seem like the kind of guy who would do that, but
seemed like watching him on the sideline there while standing next to him. He just seems very likable. I watch how he's talking to Stephon Diggs and talking about route running and what he's looking for and smiling. And
he took a massive PR hit from this, and now the school wants nothing to do with him, obviously, right?
Yeah.
So you can't go. I mean, what is he going to do? You got a big game this season. You're going to go and try to stand on the sideline, like when Clemson comes to town for the opener.
Yeah,
you're gonna go down and try to stand on the sideline for that game, like after you ask for your trophy back and everything. Like told him he can't use my name anymore.
When you get attorneys involved in stuff, that's probably the end of.
That's usually your
sports
final
relationship.
Straw.
Even though he did have a great year and win a Heisman with him, and he did. But I'm with you. You use this as an example, and it's a great one. Can you imagine if UM was to go around and retire all the jerseys for guys that have won the biggest awards in college football?
Yeah.
Because we've had a lot of UM guys win all the big awards. Dan Morgan won like every award possible when he is here, the general manager.
There was a really funny video that was out on social media that the Bucks, I think, posted, and it had Reuben Bain, and there were a few other Canes players on that team, and they were trying to do a Mount Rushmore of Canes.
Yeah,
and they couldn't, Mount Rushmore.
We've been trying
4 heads on it.
We've been trying to do that down here. It's really hard to do.
So it's impossible, right? And if you start retiring numbers, and they do, by the way, they do let people wear the retired numbers.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, like there's just too many numbers. Like I told you with the Nigel Pack thing with Rick Barry.
It's
right. They put the little patch on there, but
hey, look and the problem with UM, if you were to try to do this list, everybody knows about the history and all the first round picks and all the great players at every position. They've got great players at every position, going back to Ted Hendricks, one of the greatest outside linebackers of all time. But I'm just telling you, it's impossible.
What about the programs that have dominated for the last 10 or 15 years, like Ohio State or Alabama?
Same deal.
What do you think those schools are going to do?
And you just
how many first-round picks, how many top players have those schools been pumping out?
That's why this whole thing is just a mess. Anyway, so those are 3 stories from everywhere else. But hey, listen, we got our own things going on down here with the
no PR problems down here though.
The what?
No PR problems with the Dolphins right now. Everything has been quiet, which is good, man.
By the way, so
very refreshing.
Yeah, no, and hey, listen, I think you got to see a little bit of your head coach. Soon as I saw the penalty after the play, Ollie Gordon, I know, taunting back at talking trash and officials standing there. So anyway, he comes off the field. I knew that. He went to the huddle, and I go, uh-oh, watch this. There's no way. After everything this guy's preached, takes him out of the game.
Mm-hmm.
takes him out. I saw somebody else jump off sides, took him out of the game. And they came back, and he goes over to him. And I could see him Ollie Gordon trying to tell his side of the story. And Coach didn't embarrass him, just explained to him how things are on this team. And I got to tell you, the best part of this story, Ollie Gordon came back in the game later on and ran like it was his first 2 carries of his life. He was so physical. He was trying to bully every guy in that defense the way he ran. They were 2 of the strongest runs you will ever see that he was able to do. And but the point was he obviously he put him back in the game. He had to be wondering probably if he was going to get back in the game after that, because post penalties and pre-snap penalties are just both of them. You can't have them. And then he got up in the morning. Now I've read the story, and he explained it to the team. We can't do that. It's not going to be accepted around here. And he did. He did it in front of the whole team. I love that. You don't take it like everybody saw it. You got to explain it like, guys, we can't have you taunting guys, throwing the ball at their feet after you make a great play or a big hit. You can't stand over a guy. You can't do that. Can't do it. It's a penalty every time. It kills us. And we're not that good. We can't do that. And then I thought it was great. Ollie Gordon got up early in the morning, came in his office. So he got it. I mean, he gets it. He wasn't trying, I didn't do nothing wrong. That's BS. Those guys get it, man. You talk, the official hears it. He's close enough. Catch him on a little bit of a bad day. Some of them are going to let it go. Some are going to go, oh, hell no. And he got hit. And so I like the way he handled the whole thing. And he didn't embarrass him over on the sideline. You know, CBS went over they show it on TV, right? Did I see they shot a shot of it? And that's one of those moments. And you see how the coach is going to handle it, the new coach. And he's got a player that plays with amazing passion and sometimes frustration. And he's trying to win the number 2 running back position with Wright. And I loved it. I thought it was great the way he handled it. We got to get all those things, man. We can't get sloppy. And he is, and he's got a young team and explaining everything to the way it's got to be for the second-year running back. All right. Anyway, we've got more stuff to get to here this morning. How about that catch by Caleb Douglas? Man, no lie when they say he's the number 1 wide receiver right now. And by the way, I got some more stuff on my opinion that might be coming soon. We'll talk about that here with the Miami Dolphins and the receiver position. We got a lot more stuff to get to here this morning. Chill Zone Air Conditioning. Hey, man, I'll tell you what. Had to call him a second time. 1-for-1 air conditioning unit in the house now for the other air conditioning unit in the house. Yeah, it's going to happen. Listen, man, my daughters, they come over and they run the air conditioning like they live at the house full time. They really do. They run it, man. It's crazy. Beat the you-know-what out of it. I got to calm it back down after they leave, and then we have to, like, why do you always do this to my air conditioning units? Anyway, we call Chill Zone Air Conditioning. Had a great experience. President Melissa De Verona. Joe, we'll get somebody out there. Don't worry. Give you a time. Go out. Do we need a new air conditioner? My first thought is, do we need a new air conditioner? No. And come to find out, it was a part we never needed in the first place, was hooked to it and everything else. Man, they're just so good at what they do. It's just, it's a pleasure to have them come out. It really is. I'm so glad that I get a chance to talk about Chill Zone Air Conditioning. And I just want to tell you, Melissa, who's also the president of the company, takes the calls in the morning. I know she got the kids back in school, but she takes your calls, sets up with all the experience, and all the trucks that go out with great experience so they know what they're doing every day and they can fix it. And if you need a new air conditioning unit, we can do it quickly for you. The one you have just needs repairs. We do that, duct cleaning, everything else they do. 786-378-2778. If you're frustrated from your experience with an air conditioning company, never on time, no idea what they're doing, the frustration of, do I need a new air conditioning unit or not? Pretty expensive. Listen, you won't have all that stuff. Tell them you heard it right here on 104.3 WQAM. ChillZoneAC.com. if you're ready to make a change this summer with all the heat and humidity, when they break down, make sure you call them at Chill Zone Air Conditioning. Melissa will take great care of you.
WQAM broadcasting.
It is time to head back out to the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. Shop over 2,000 Toyotas on sale. One location, Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood and Sheridan. ToyotaofHollywood.com. Joe.
All right, let's go right to him. Omar Kelly, Miami Herald Dolphins columnist, joins us this morning. And Omar, there is a lot to talk about after that. There was the first quarter, and then there was the second, third, and fourth quarters.
It really was the second quarter, 17 points. That's,
Yeah. Okay.
The rest of it was let's run the ball and try to get out of this game.
Yeah. No, you're right. And physical. I could see Half trying to put a little print on that on how he wants to play the game, and I think he saw some of that stuff. Let's talk about the quarterback play. I knew right away the number 2 and number 3 quarterback. I guess we find out that Quinn Ewers' groin injury will be week to week, and now we bring back Gronowski, who was a fourth quarterback, as a third quarterback.
Yeah,
Miller comes in and he struggled. So
here's what I don't like.
Are we looking for another quarterback? You think?
Absolutely.
Could there be another one?
Absolutely. Here's why I don't like this move. You already looked at Gronowski, and I did when he got cut. I thought he was making some progress, so I don't have a problem that he's back. He's got an athleticism that I like. Clearly Quinn is having some issues. I can't say is having some issues. I'm not even going to say the groin is why he's having some issues. Quinn was having issues going back. I thought last week was the best week of camp. And then we get to the game and we're 1 of 8 and throw that interception. And I'm not blaming him for that interception because I do believe a receiver was supposed to be there, made the wrong route. It is what it is. But there should be competition here. And I wonder why they didn't. They have history with Desmond Ridder from Kyle Smith, the Atlanta Falcons assistant GM, who is now the Miami Dolphins assistant GM. I'm curious why they didn't go that route and possibly indoctrinate him in what you're teaching for the next 2 weeks and evaluate him there before going out on the waiver wire and doing what you do. And I'm definitely up for going out on the waiver wire and upgrading the quarterback position.
So can I just say this? Were you during OTAs and minicamp won the open competition for Quinn and
but Quinn looks Malik. Different. Quinn looks different.
They're not even close right now.
Hold on. In fairness, Malik doesn't look like he looks now, and Quinn definitely doesn't. Neither one of them looks like they look now.
Yeah.
They looked,
He was slow. Ewers was really slow on some throws, getting them out. Look at, I know he doesn't have, you watch Malik though, and then you watch Ewers throw it, or nothing in common.
Yeah.
But he just looked late on throws. And it was just, it'll be interesting going forward. Hey, got to ask you, there's so much to talk about. Zeke Biggers held out of game 1. Boy, he was so good at the practice they had at the stadium. I mean, dominant. I mean, he was all over the place.
Zeke's one of the people who know me and follow me. They know Zeke's one of the players I'm most excited about. I'm definitely curious to see what he brings to the team. Long arms, physical player. He's not going to be a sack guy, but he's definitely going to be a Kendall Langford type run stopper, edge setter.
What do you think happened why he didn't play?
They don't clarify injuries. So
you think it was an injury though, most likely get nicked up?
I would see no reason other than maybe they want to evaluate other guys.
He needs to play though too. He's still a young guy that needs playing time. So anyway,
I don't disagree with you, but I did like what I saw from Robert Beal Jr. I think if anybody earned a spot on the 53-man roster for me based on what they did in that Commanders game, it would be Robert Beal Jr. Let's see if he continues to progress.
Hey, Omar, I loved the starting 5. They took a big jump, and I know who they played against. It doesn't matter. They dominated. Those are some of the biggest holes. The biggest surprise tonight was not Malik Willis for you and I, because I know you feel the same way I do.
Yeah,
the way he's looked.
Definitely wasn't Caleb Douglas, because we've been looking at that the all camp.
Yeah. So, but I got to tell you that the holes, the size of those holes, and a lot of it was over Savaiya Nye and some of the double team blocks. He came off, he picked off the other guys, and it was great. I just thought both sides were really good at the guard position.
Guard position, I thought everybody played well. The tight end,
the whole group, blocking tight ends, well. Great.
They look like they should have a respectable, decent run game. And add Malik into that element, it makes you defend every blade of grass. What I would love to see for this team is for them to get another at least respectable weapon, because right now, Jalen Tolbert isn't going to do it. Tutu Atwell isn't going to do it. Jalen Reagor isn't going to do it. Theo Weiss isn't going to do it. Terrence Marshall isn't going to do it. Taj Washington isn't going to do it.
There's 2 receivers on this team right now. There's 2 wide receivers I trust.
Maybe 2.5. I like AJ Hanning. I'm curious. And we right now are not looking at Kevin Coleman Jr. So, and I thought he was going to be able to help you in the slot. What I would like the Dolphins to do is to, on those quick hitting things that they throw Malik Washington, I'd love for them to get somebody who can give them some run after catch. There's just not enough run after catch there for me.
So he is so good as a return guy, as a punt return guy, breaks so many tackles. I know what you're saying. I think they still think it's there, but right now he's still, even saying that, to me, he's your second best receiver.
He is the second best receiver, and I like Malik. I definitely do. He's earned everything he's ever gotten in the NFL. There was a year, I forget what season it was, but Malik was on the bubble, went into that final exhibition game and balled. This isn't about what Malik is, because what he is somebody who should be proud of what he's accomplished. This is about what the offense lacks. And in my opinion, Malik has everything he needs to be a top 10 quarterback, with the exception of weapons. There's 3 weapons on this team: Devon Achane, Caleb Douglas, and the tight end. And that's it. That's it. And what happens when one of those guys goes down?
No. We definitely if we could give him, look, and I'm the same way, because I think Malik's got a chance, man, to really do some. By the way, how about just a couple of those I called them teaser runs that he made. Those are just little teasers.
I just want you to run for first downs. Just run for first down to get down. I don't want a scrambling quarterback. Nothing is there. Take off, get to the marker, get down.
Yeah.
Cheat. Give me a third down cheat conversion. Just give me 2 of those a game. I don't want a scrambling quarterback, Joe, because you know what happens to a scrambling quarterback? He gets his eggs scrambled.
Well, because they get in the middle of the field, and they've been doing it in their whole life. It's funny because we were talking about this, and they got that one guy in the middle of the field, and they go, I can put a move on this guy. And then I'm always going, no, that guy tackles for a living. That safety and that linebacker, they're going to get you.
And they've been waiting for a clean shot of the quarterback for a long time.
And all that frustration built up from not being able to get that quarterback, and they get that hit. You guess wrong on your move, and they guess right. And
I know the quarterback, Mariota. I know T-Dot's hit on him didn't knock him out of the game, and it's a knee injury. But T-Dot took all his frustration on camp out on that man. He just gave him the sledgehammer. And it was, I don't want my quarterback being exposed to that kind of stuff.
No, I agree. I think everybody in the NFL is having those discussions that please don't run, at least late into the year when we see some of the better quarterbacks start running a little bit more.
Yes, the better quarterbacks run on third downs, fourth quarter, game on the line. They'll start scrambling.
Hey, let's talk about Chop. I see a better Chop overall. Chop Robinson is, again, it's early.
Yeah.
And I'm not putting him, but it's good to see his confidence too, man. His body language, and I see him around. And
same thing with
and
Jonah.
If he's got a little chip on his shoulder, it's okay, Chop. Chopping a chip is okay.
Listen, I like the development that I'm seeing from Chop Robinson, from Jonah.
Both those guys, great call.
Greg Dulcich. I like that. Right now, if you can continue to Zeke Biggers, if you can continue to get those guys, those second-year guys, because I think the second-year guys are more important than the rookies. If you can continue to get those guys to take that next step, you have something special. You need a Juju Brents to take that. You need to get Dante Trader to take that step.
Gotta get those guys back.
Huh?
Got to get those guys back. Got to get them.
On both of those guys, I want them healthy for the season. So I don't even need them to practice this weekend. Giants, probably the last week, I'll probably give them a push against the Falcons. They're too critical to the success of the season. And the way guys get injured and go down in preseason games, it's just not worth it.
Yeah. Hey, let me ask you. So we lose a key guy that I think we were all counting on to be kind of a backup guard and tackle in Jamari, and all of a sudden he goes down and he's out now on IR.
Yep.
Where do we go from here? I feel pretty good about Caden Wallace. I thought he looked pretty good out there. What do you think for 6, 7, and 8? Give me your idea.
6, 7, and 8. Geez, you're asking a lot there, Joe.
I threw a couple of spots out at you.
6, 7, and 8 are critical. And I say this every season. I've covered the Dolphins for 19 seasons. There isn't a year you haven't had to start your 7th and 8th offensive lineman for a handful of games.
Yes.
So 6, 7, and 8 are critical. Your offensive line is only as good as the weakest link on it. Andrew Meyer struggled. I expected better play from him. Josh Puig, he's had a up and down camp. Need to see consistency. DJ Campbell, he's a rookie. He's going to play like a rookie. He's going to be on the 53. Let's just hope for progress and development. And Caden Wallace, I guess he had a good first beginning game, but who is he playing against? We got to see him.
But whoever you're playing
against, he doesn't know what's going on either.
Right.
So.
He just, but he looked pretty. I was watching him fundamentally, and I was on for only being here a couple of days, right?
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty good. Now I'm guessing.
Think he was with the team for 3 days before he played.
Yeah,
the game?
yeah, not much. So, Charlie Heck, how do getting any better? I know he's got a bunch of starts.
In
this league.
Yes, he's getting better. He's getting better. Let's hope he continues to get better. And I'm open to it because Larry Borman was horrible in training camp and in the exhibition season.
Well, his career's picked up. Huh?
And then he's
picked up, yeah.
And then he turned it around as a starter at filling in for Austin Jackson. And Larry Borman's a guy I'd love to get back, if you can imagine that, just because I know he can get the job done. Hopefully there is some respectable, decent offensive linemen who get waived on the 30th, and the Dolphins will be aggressive, adding safeties, adding wide receivers, because this team still needs help. They are probably about 10 players away from having a legitimate NFL roster.
Let's talk a little bit about the rookie class besides the obvious at the top. Any guys stand out? We saw a couple of guys played a ton of snaps. Oh my God. He had like almost 50 snaps in the game.
If I had to rank them based on performance, based on snaps, Will Kazmarek will go number 1. I would go Chris Johnson number 2. He looked pretty good. I'd love to see him better versus better competition. I would definitely go Trey Moore. You could see how much they're investing in snaps into him to speed up his development.
That does tell you a lot. That's funny.
Oh yeah.
Right. That's what you got to read into it. Yeah.
He's a starter that's written in pen. They believe in the skill set. They believe in the intelligence. What that means for other guys on the roster like Willie Gay, I have no idea. But Willie Gay's a player, so we know that. We only got really 10, 15 snaps from Caden Proctor. So we definitely, the jury's still out. They ran behind him for the touchdown, so that's a great sign. And he wasn't playing against anybody. Let's see what happens when he plays against somebody.
I get it. But you know what's a good start for those guys? Get some confidence
absolutely.
In the game and play. And you're right. The Giants are going to try to come down here on Thursday, and they're preaching the physical thing, and they're going to try to get after us. And I expect if grab your popcorn if you got invited to go Thursday, and I know you're going to be out there.
Yeah.
That I figure they can get after it pretty good, don't you?
It's Thursday. I think it's open to the fans.
I don't know if it's a private practice.
No, it's not a private practice. I think George practice is open to the fans. And if you could get there, because that's really going to be where you get to see the action. It's not going to be in the exhibition game. You're going to see.
Yeah, and by the way, this is the last practice they're going to have against the. They won't do anything with the Atlanta Falcons the following week, so that'll be it. What did you think of Tua before we go?
Not impressed, and it's not about the fumble. The arm isn't there anymore, and they can. It's a dome stadium.
I think he's gonna start the season still.
Oh, he's absolutely going to start the season. I think he's going to put up decent numbers and third down efficiency and red zone success, but the arm's going to fade. It's going to fade eventually.
Yeah. It was a bit of a good recovery for the fan club, though.
It is a little. Wasn't he talking about 30-something touchdowns not too long ago, Woody? I think you're right.
How's that doing on membership, by the way?
Doing what? What's doing membership?
To a fan club that you run.
It's still around. No, there's still
it's still strong, man. It's still strong. No. Alabama Polynesian community membership is still high.
Oh no, we still got people that think we didn't get enough around him.
The God Squatters, coming in. Alabama, Polynesian community, God Squatters, Tua's fan club is still strong.
I don't know, man. I had a couple Tua cards that I was trying to move at 90% off at the card show. I couldn't get it, so
there you go.
We had Dolphin fans come. Any chance you like Tua?
Hey, we gotta let you go. Hey, Omar, thank you, man. I appreciate you coming on this morning.
Oh my gosh! All right, guys.
I could sell my cards to this guy. Put them up on your wall.
We should make Omar get all those cards. All right,
it is what it is. His arm's gone, man. It's like a pitcher that used to throw.
I don't know if it's arm or he's been hit a lot.
The arm is gone, man.
And that
he
didn't look real comfortable in that pocket, and he's looking at everything. It's the same old dropping the snap.
You think it's because he can now get hit again?
Does he look? I don't know.
It is what it is, man. It is.
Oh, we need. Who was our old? Is what it is. Who was that? Who was that? Was that a Saban thing? It is what it is.
I don't know. I wasn't.
Somebody out there help me. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
I like is what it is.
It's a good one.
It's a good way out of stuff.
All right. Thank you, Omar. I appreciate it, man. You take care. All right. Atlantic Men's Clinic. You know what, Omar? I was telling Omar, I said ED and low T, nothing to mess with there, especially when you're back out dating again and swiping for dates and stuff. I just want to let you know, man, when it comes to Atlantic Men's Clinic, boy, I'll tell you what, it has turned it around. Boy, I had full-blown low T, tired all the time, no energy. But it's still eating all that food my wife makes. She's a great cook, and it's sitting around that couch. It's amazing how much weight you can gain by all of a sudden not being active and still eating the same amount. It's a guaranteed 20 plus every time. And then on top of that, ED kicked in and my sex drive was gone. There was nothing happening in my bedroom. I can promise you that. But boy, I'll tell you what, I went to Atlantic Men's Clinic. I told them about all this stuff. I still remember. It's talking to their professional staff, and they're doing this testing, the PSA test, they're doing all of it. Then they sit down, and I go, look at, is this normal? Yeah, of course. Listen, we know guys like nobody wants to be honest about ED. It's embarrassing to all of us. It is, man. It's very hard. But I'll tell you what, when you get it all back and it feels like it used to and your sex drive is back, oh my gosh, you're back in business, man. It's unbelievable. Can't wait for weekends, your energy level, the whole thing. I got to tell you, thank you, Atlantic Men's Clinic, number one. Number two, 7 locations in South Florida to serve you. If you are going through it right now, and you can't really tell anybody about ED. You guys will joke about low T, but ED is one that it's private. 877-455-7300. Call and set up an appointment at AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. Hey, I got to tell you, they'll explain everything to you, make you feel a lot better. And the best part is it's going to disappear quickly with 7 locations in South Florida to serve you, including a brand new one in Hollywood. I go to Plantation, Atlantic Men's Clinic at work.
And now, it's time for Hollywood's headlines. Without further ado, here's Hollywood.
All right, Woody, what do you have today there?
All right, Joe, couple of things to catch up on here real quick.
Yeah.
We are going to have a giveaway today.
Oh.
Comedian, TV, and Netflix star Aziz Ansari is coming to Hard Rock Live in Hollywood. We have a chance for you to win tickets here today, Joe. So we will give those away.
Great.
Every day this week, we will have tickets. This is a good date night situation here.
Yes.
So you go see the show. You can put in a call for the winners and, get them a table wherever they need. And there you go. Also, Joe,
I did go to Council Oak the other night.
I know you told me. How was it?
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's a good place.
You
get a good table?
A little cold on the slot machines, but
really
ice cold.
You didn't play though, right? The wife plays the slot machines.
My wife and my daughters.
You foot the bill for that?
No.
Anyway, Joe, we got Taste at the Track is returning to Gulfstream Park on August 29th with the Taste of Havana. We got a chance for you to win a 4-pack of tickets. For that one, to enter, you could go to the contest page at WQAM.com.
We're on a roll today, Woody.
You think we should go to that?
Well, we better hurry and grab them before give me a call. Paul gets them. He gives them to all the neighbors in the neighborhood.
Yeah, I heard you guys had a little falling out. But I was more so saying that we should go. It's because of our enthusiasm for the sport. The sport of kings, or is that what they call it? The horse racing?
You're doing great. Why do you got to be a smart ass?
I think we should go. I mean, I love going out to the track, but
I actually enjoy going out there too.
I just told you I like to watch the horses to see where their mindset is before a race, and you're like, oh, you're an idiot. No, man.
It really is stupid.
You can tell if a horse is locked in. The same way you can tell when you watch a team warm up. You can tell if a team is locked in, or if they're kind of their heads are elsewhere. Like, you can tell sometimes when you watch a team warm up close. You know that. You've seen teams warm up. You go on the field and you can tell teams flat.
I think you have no clue. I know you're just doing this right now.
Let me ask you an honest question. I was going to get to like Aaron Donald and this Cardinals rookie.
I'd rather you do that. You might know more about that than what you just talked about.
When you walk the field at a Dolphins game, I know you like to walk around the field, pregame. Can you tell when a team is going to be a little flat?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Then you're not looking right.
I'm glad you have such a great
You're more interested in like meeting Aaron Rodgers than you are looking at, how the team's going to play that day. You can watch it. A team warms up. If they're going to be a little flat. Yeah. Sure.
You've been around it so long that you can go down there and you just see
I always watch the warm-ups when I go to the basketball games. Always.
And you can just tell.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, we're going to lose today. Oh, we got it today. I can see our guys.
No, it's not a sure thing, but you can get a vibe, see how team's doing. And you can do the same with the horses.
This is a really bad take by you. But I know because people go, is Woody really that stupid? I think
most track people would agree that you want to at least see the horse before you put the bet in.
How many times have you taken time to go down before races and see the horse?
I always watch trackside.
How often have you been to the track?
Sometimes, not recently.
How about zero?
No,
there's a chance you've never been to a horse track.
Plenty of times.
There's a chance you've never been to a horse track.
I enjoy highlight as well, Joe. You want to rip that?
I know. You haven't been to any of them.
Anything I can wager on, I
I'm sure. Yeah, you're just wild days of going out.
You can just tell sometimes.
Oh,
if the horse has the swagger. He's got the strut.
I went to highlight once a week for like 3 years because that was where we'd all go.
Yeah.
And, I couldn't tell if Joey was going to have a good night or a bad night.
Didn't he always have a good night?
No, he had his nights.
He had off nights?
Yeah. Can't pick him every time.
Well, that's why you need inside information. Was he out drinking the night before? Like,
oh yeah, and you get that.
But you never know what the horse is out doing the night before.
Are you done? Yeah. Seriously, you saying when you get your own show, you can say all this stupid ass stuff, and we can roll with it here. Hurricane season, man. Loctite impact windows, doors, and roofing. I got to tell you, Chev and the CEO over there and the gang want to let you know, man. It is hurricane season. We've been lucky so far. So far, so good. We got a long way to go. but they want to let you know their windows and they're hurricane category 5 rated. Loctite Impact provides 100% financing with 0 down, no interest, no payments for 1 year. You got no leaky roof. Replace your roof now and you can pay later. Plus 24/7 roof repairs if you decide not to get a new roof and just want it fixed on what you have right now to get through another year. They can do that. Best part, Impact Windows as low as $6 per month per window installed. Don't wait for the next storm. Get a lifetime deal today. Take good care of you and protect your home. Whether you're in Dade, Broward, or Palm Beach, Loctite Impact is a name you need to always remember. So call today, 954-500-LOCK. They got a great staff that will answer all your questions and get the process started. Or you can go to LoctiteImpact.com. You can learn more about them, the work they do, covering all of South Florida. Loctite Impact Windows, Doors, and Roofing.
3733.
This update is brought to you by Doral Kia and Miami the Domino's game. You always find your Abuelito whenever you want a low price. Save the Priceitos. They now have the Pricito at Doral Kia, starting with the Marlins, who took 2 of 3 from the Reds with a 7-1 win. Miami now head to Philly for a 3-game series. Tonight's first pitch is at 6:40 from Citizens Bank Park. You can catch the game right here on WQIM. And the Dolphins will have their final 2 training camp practices on Tuesday and Thursday this week. Both practices begin at 9:30. And are open to the public. Time for weather, brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Hurricane season is here. Make sure your roof and windows are ready. Call 954-968-8155 for a free estimate. And, Joe, hopefully the weather should hold as you try to get your tennis. I see you're fully dressed for action today.
Yeah, I don't even change. I used to change.
Yeah, you look like you're ready to play in the, what is it, the Cincinnati Open that's going on right now?
I don't know. Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know if they're in Canada or are they in Cincinnati. I know.
I follow the sport a lot more, a lot closer than you do.
All right.
But
yeah, okay. Great.
How do you not know what tournament's going on? It's your sport, not
I haven't
mine.
had a chance. I'm dialed in on the golf right now. We got the golf playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
Scotty Scheffler.
Yeah.
Just because you don't watch anything and you just
I'd rather watch the
shows.
Cincinnati Open.
You
Card
wouldn't
show is great, by the way.
You wouldn't watch anything. You don't watch anything. You got little kids, I give you a whole pass.
I did sports cards all weekend. And it was great. All the people, just came up to you all weekend and wanted to talk and just, cards and sports, and it's just great, man.
How'd you do with that, considering you don't really like talking to people you don't know? You were good?
My son did pretty well with it. Yeah. And then my wife was there too to help out.
Yeah,
she's good at talking to people.
She does.
She had to take a shot.
She has great communication skills.
She is. She actually will talk to anyone, and yeah,
that's all right.
She'd be a good wingman for you because you like to talk to people. She likes to talk to people. I know your wife's not huge on that, right?
No.
Yeah.
Woman of very few words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man, of very few words.
But very powerful when they're said.
Oh.
But when I do get out of line, when I do say something stupid, then.
I keep bringing up this horse stuff just in case, because I know you like to frequent the Hard Rock. So just in case, I can set you up for another disaster.
What? Why? I've never seen somebody.
The story is very funny.
Why is it funny?
Because everyone enjoyed that story. It's a great story. Like, I don't mean
it wasn't even me. It was you, and I took the heat. Is that why it's funny?
That's why it's even better. You were involved too.
I wasn't involved.
By the way, Bo, how about Bo sides with me on that horse breeding thing? Like, if the horse gets hurt, he still breeds. He plays through. Bo sided with me.
I think it depends on the injury. They don't cut the leg off if it's completely shattered and go, all right, on 3 legs, have a lot of sex here. We got to get some.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking chipped hoof or something like that. Nothing crazy,
say
but
that. Chipped hoof.
It's like a foot injury, right?
Why don't you stop?
Oh, no, the toe. Who is the toe? We were talking about the toe injury the other day. It's like a hoof, a toe.
So they
don't have
professional people at the horse tracks are very sensitive. And
Why?
they don't find it funny because they think you're serious on a lot of stuff you say. They don't realize that you're not really.
Well, they could invite us out, and I'd be happy to go and learn about it. But I have my theories as we stand here. But
yeah, called your theory is you're never going to go out there.
I would love to. If they want to give us a backstage tour and show us the stables and the breeding process or whatever it is they do, I'd be happy to go out there and check it out.
You think they're sitting there breeding over there right now at Gulfstream? Is that what you think's going on? Hey, breed today. You got to run tomorrow. Dumbass.
I think you breed when you can.
Yeah. No, I breed when I can.
That's kind of how it works, right?
I don't know. How dumb you want to keep getting it? Seriously, stop. Enough. You made your point. You don't go to anything. So when these abusive people, these dumbasses from these tracks come up and get all offended by something, you're saying it.
I'm sorry.
His name's Hollywood. Danny.
Everyone was very nice that came up this weekend. Nobody yelled at me about horse racing.
No.
Save that stuff for you.
They care about the card people or there for the cards.
You're the one who eggs me on with it, so it's really you.
Woody, Please don't start blaming me for stuff you say on your own. I take my own heat. I don't need your heat. Seriously, man. You have to worry about that. By the way, I want to thank Mario Cristobal and Omar Kelly for coming on. And Omar backtracking on some of his competitive stuff from minicamp. And now, wasn't it not too long ago he won that open competition with Ewers? We're going to have that open competition with he and Malik Willis.
I don't know, man. I lose track of
They got nothing in common
sometimes.
right now, except they're in the same quarterback meetings. That's it. It will be interesting to see what the Miami Dolphins do going forward with the second, third, and now fourth quarterbacks. I got to be honest with you. I don't know where he's coming from with his comments now about adding our old quarterback back who they released earlier. That one caught me by surprise that he was a big fan of the guy and thought he was doing a good job. Gronowski. I was like, wow, okay. I'll tell you, Omar, one thing about him, man, you never know when he's coming on where he is on 1 minute. Omar didn't want, let me go back to this the other day. So Omar, he wanted open competition, and his biggest pet peeve is there's no open competition. Young guys have no chance to move up and take veterans' jobs. So now he's seeing a lot of guys jumping up and getting jobs, and he's going, oh, my God, he's not giving these veteran guys a chance. So wasn't sure what side he was going on. By the way, the Miami Dolphins do have a lot of news if you're just joining us. Quinn Ewers, groin injury, week to week. Mark Gronowski back, fourth quarterback now, I guess moves up to 3 as he's coming back. Jamari Sawyer, IR, out for the year. Guy was supposed to be your backup guard and tackle. And they add linebacker Cam Riley to the team as well. So he comes back. Be interesting, the linebacker position. A lot of good stuff from that group, and some tough decisions to make on who's going to stay around for special teams. And Cam Good, who's so good on special teams. And by the way, if Cam Good isn't on the Miami Dolphins, he will be on somebody's roster real quickly. And had a nice pass rush the other day as well. So Cam had a nice start for one of the older players that's been around for a few years now on this team. By the way, Mario Cristobal with some news of his own. Cam Vaughn has left the team. Well, and by the way, this is going to happen on every team. I just want to tell you, where guys aren't playing or it doesn't look good or they thought it was going to be different wherever they're lining up here a couple weeks, you're going to have guys who will come in and compete or not compete, but show up. And when they get here, if they didn't get the message, they find out nothing's going to be handed to you. And so guys transfer. I don't blame guys if it doesn't look good and you're at the bottom and you're through the year and you make up your mind. But there's guys, especially on really good teams that are loaded with talent, they're going to leave. They're going to go, there's no future for me here. I don't feel like going to practice every day and just being a practice guy, and they're going to leave. Thought there might be 5 or 6 guys before they get to the season that aren't going to wait around. I just think it's going to happen on a lot of different teams where guys will leave for different reasons, but it all comes back to they're not going to play. They're not going to be with the 1s or 2s, and in some case they come back for a second year, and all of a sudden they've got guys from the last recruiting class that are there as true freshmen that bounce ahead of them, and they leave. That happens. So anyway, we've got a bunch of news to get to here as we continue on. We'll have Mario Cristobal later on in the show, head coach of the Miami Hurricanes. I got him coaching the Dolphins too. 2 weeks from this Friday, be in Stanford. How about that? God dang, we're going to get going here pretty soon. Before you know it, he'll have some more scrimmages before that. And, God, we got high school football getting ready to start up. And I think we got a couple of really good games with this West Boca and Carroll City, considered to be 2 of the best high schools in South Florida. West Boca has been a powerhouse now for a few years, and Carroll City has loaded up including Nick Lanier, who is the 5-star wide receiver / defensive back who plays there. So we'll see how that goes. That's going to be right around the corner. Got a lot of great high school football games early in the year as we got the Broward kickoff coming up here just a few days away from that thing getting rolling. And so we'll have Larry Bluestein on this week. We'll get old Blue on and talk to him about everything with that. And then on top of everything else, we got our baseball team, man. The Marlins take 2 out of 3 from the Reds, now 64-61, still hanging in there. Yuri Perez, 6 shutout innings and a 7-1 win. 3 huge games start tonight with head-to-head. They are 3 games behind the Phillies, and they play them starting tonight on the road for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday before coming back home, Woody, to play Washington and then Boston on a home series. Boston, of course, what a great turnaround they've done to jump back in this thing from being really bad. Went on one of the best runs we've seen this year and hanging in there, even though Tampa Bay, man. I think Tampa Bay's got the best record in the American League. That's a great story. I don't know if they're going to get to a World Series again like they did a few years back, but a hell of a story. So, anyway, we'll
Can I hit you with a couple promotions coming up?
What do you have?
Here?
Yeah, what do you have?
Well, we got Harry Potter Day coming up on the 21st here, Joe. So that's a big one for all the Harry Potter fans out there. You get a choice of Harry Potter hat, I think, with the different schools.
Okay, yeah.
Schools, whatever they call it. I was trying to learn about it when we were at the Universal there. But anyway, we got a bobblehead coming up on Sunday, August the 23rd for the first 10,000 fans.
Okay, yeah.
We got, let's see here, Bark at the Park making its return on August 24th.
There are a
Also
lot of
dollar kids tickets that day.
A lot of baseball fans just dying to get their dog out there. That's a big thing.
Absolutely. 4 for 44 makes its return for the Red Sox on Wednesday, August 26th. So that's a great deal to go see the Red Sox. And then the Cubbies are in town, Joe. So Friday, September 4th is back to school night. And you can get a ticket package that includes a backpack for the kids there. So
I think you'll agree.
I carry a backpack.
The best visiting crowds we get. Tell me if you're with me on this. I may be off a little bit. Yankees, Red Sox. I'm not going to put the Mets in there, even though we got a lot of New Yorkers down here. But I'm not going to put the Mets in there. But they're close. Yeah. But it might be the Cubs.
Yeah, the
Cubs might be 3.
Cubbies will draw.
Even though the freak show is the Dodgers, but I don't know how big that was.
I would think there should be a decent crowd for the Dodgers. We're going to that one for sure.
Shohei.
Remember when the Cubs played in the playoffs down here in 2003?
They got their butts kicked by Milwaukee, didn't they?
Yeah,
Milwaukee
I think it was
St. Louis,
up,
man.
Maybe. They remember they came down here in 2003 for the playoffs.
Yes.
Remember all the Cubs fans that were coming down here because it was too expensive to go up there?
Yep.
I had an uncle who was a diehard Cubs fan. It was cheaper to get a plane ticket and a ticket here than it was to get a ticket at Wrigley.
I tell you what, man, they get great crowds. They had all those day games.
Oh, yeah. Well, Wrigley's different, man.
It is. All those parks, if they could just keep, like Lambeau Field's done a nice job of that, you can keep part of, like if they would have fixed up the Orange Bowl and upgraded it, the old Orange. No, I'm just using it as an example just because of the history there.
Yeah.
That was our history, man. Our history lesson was the Orange Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So the Canes and the Dolphins played on, and the concerts and the boxing matches and all the great history.
In retrospect, yes, like what you're describing would have been cool.
And they could have fixed that up, and that's all I'm saying.
No, I got you.
I'm not asking for the OB to
Wrigley
come back
looks
now.
great, by the way. It's a little bit corporate now, but
it is, but still got a little flavor there.
Oh, yeah.
Still
the stuff outside the park is really what makes the experience great, though.
Not bad at all. Hey, we got to go to break here, man. We're running a little bit long, but to get out to a Marlins game coming up here, these 3 games, though, boy, they put this thing together, get 2 out of 3. Oh, Lord, be huge, man. Huge if they could do that coming back home. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.
The Joe Rose Show is
Gulfstream Park on August 29th with the Taste of Havana. We got a chance for you to win a 4-pack of tickets. To enter, you can go to the contest page at WQAM.com. We also have our little date night giveaway here, Joe. And I'm curious when you would like to do this here.
What do you got for date night, Woody?
We got Aziz Ansari coming to town in October.
Okay.
I know you have no idea who that is. Not to call you out, but
don't call you feel the urge, though. It makes you feel better. Go ahead.
It does make me feel better.
Yeah, go ahead.
Anyway, Joe, we have tickets to go see him.
Okay.
If you let me know when you want to do that. You want to do that like start at 9 o'clock hour?
Oh no, we can do it. Yeah, right at 9.
Okay, perfect. So we'll do that right after the 9 o'clock update. Should we remember? And we'll give you a pair of those tickets.
Yeah, we got a lot of good stuff going on.
That's a good date night, though.
That is a good
comedy show.
Anything at Hard Rock with the shows and all the restaurants is great. It really is. It's great. And if I got family that just can't walk by those slot machines, though. Wheel of Fortune.
Is that what they have there?
Yeah, we love that.
So how does that work? Like if you get the bonus or whatever, they spin the wheel
for
you?
You can hit the big one, but yeah,
and you get to spin the wheel.
You hit the wild, yeah. You get a spin, and you can spin for.
Has she ever gotten a spin?
Yeah, she gets spins. She puts everything back in, so it doesn't matter.
That's usually how it works.
That's what they're counting on, right?
Yeah,
that's what they're counting on. No, that's funny. No, we have fun though. It's fun, just being in that place. It's great, man. It's great. Bars everywhere to sit and have a drink, and people watching there is fantastic.
Yeah, you were telling us. Yeah,
the people watching, the people who get liquored up during the day at the pool area and then come and just stay in the same clothes and just out showing it all night, showing what they got.
So by people, you mean
women?
Yeah.
That's it.
I like how you're trying to be politically correct there.
And then right across from me in the table, right across from me, and so I'm with the girls. And
you're hesitating on this story here.
No, I'm not. I don't mind telling this. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, you just told us it is funny.
So I look over, and there's a guy in his 80s,
clearly
in his 80s, very successful guy, just guessing, and he's got not one, but 2 working girls with him. And one on each, and they're on each side, and they're in the conversation, and
did you shake his hand?
No, but I was waiting to see who would pick up on it.
Yeah.
So I said, one of the girls go, "Oh my God, are you watching this?" Because the guy got up, went to the bathroom, and came back, and girls waiting for him. I just thought, it's beautiful, man. It's
nice.
It's fitting for South Florida. It's great.
Yeah.
And that gets him every time. I go, man, good for him. Oh my God, what? And I go, did you pick up on? I picked up on her right away. I just didn't say anything. It was funny. It was funny.
You do see that a lot down here, though.
Yeah. Good for him.
Yeah.
Guy got up. Oh, the girls having a nice meal, having fun. Low maintenance night, most likely.
Yeah.
Right? They look nice. It was great. It was good stuff, man. It's just beautiful. Hey, so we got a lot of news. I want to get everybody caught up, and I wanted to say something here. But Quinn Ewers, who had a rough one, groin injury, week to week. That sounds like he could be done for maybe not back until after the 3rd preseason game, maybe back next week for the Falcons. But anyway, Mark Gronowski will be back. He was released last week. He'll be back now as a 3rd quarterback, or I don't know, maybe 2nd quarterback. Jamari Sawyer, who was supposed to be the guard tackle, they picked up from the Chargers and going to get a chance to start and compete for a position, but was going to add depth to the offensive line on IR, out for the season. Linebacker Cam Riley was picked up in his place. So that situation. I also was just thinking about some of the other stuff that was going on here, and it's going to be really, really interesting. I want to give you 2 dates. And this Chris Bell thing is, everybody's talking about Chris Bell, and this is just me, but just watching him I think there's 2 dates that he's got a chance to come back. It's just me. 2 dates to watch for. The Chris Bell return could be Kansas City Chiefs, the opener, at home, right? First 2 games on the West Coast. Not yet. So now I'm talking more than a month out.
But just theoretically, does he stay back here and continue to rehab?
I don't. That's a great one. Probably stays with the team, right? Gets the work and starts to get a little bit of work.
I mean, I can only go off what we saw at, out of camp, and he looks like he's close.
No, I'm with you. We were sitting there watching together. So the second date is if they go, hey, why don't we go ahead and wait for the next home game, which would be the Bengals in Game 5 at home.
So that's almost, 2 months
That's
from now?
October 11th, and the other date is September 27th. So what are we today?
So you're essentially 1 month or 2 months, basically,
well,
right?
I'm going 5 weeks on
Okay.
one and a couple go 2 full
Okay.
months on the other. But it's amazing to think that if it is a second date, home game, natural grass, October 11th, still early in the season, man. That's
So you're circling one of the home games for a
I am,
debut
and
here.
did you notice I went early? I'm like, and again, I take all the time you want.
Yeah, that
I
Chiefs
was
game is far away, man.
I was November. I was on the November, and then I'm watching and I'm kind of listening to the way everybody's talking and the super freakish stuff, and I'm adding the months up, and I just think, first of all, if it happens and he's back out there and he gets, Chris Bell on one side, Caleb Douglas on the other, then you start, you talk about getting excited about certain things. There's a guy that was taken in the 3rd round off an ACL, probably goes in the 1st round if he didn't, from Louisville.
Mm-hmm.
And the other guy has clearly been your best receiver, Caleb Douglas. And your tight end, Kazmarek, is going to play. I mean, he's going to play a lot. He is one hell of a blocker.
You surprised guys drop off an ACL now?
You mean how?
Like falling in that far in a track? Like those injuries, man, we see guys pop back from those so quickly nowadays.
They do, but it's
what? Not like, an Achilles, maybe I can understand. Like that's a really bad one, but the ACL, everyone's bouncing back from those so quickly.
They do bounce back. Occasionally, somebody will have a second problem, but you're right. It's like Tommy John. Speaking of losing somebody, Tommy John actually passed away, but the Tommy John surgery, look at those. You get one, they go, you're off for a year, but you could come back throwing even harder.
Yeah.
Which is really weird. Anyway, I just wanted to throw that out. Get.
I like those dates you're targeting. I like that.
I watched them. I've been watching. I try to listen to everybody and guys around, and I go, you know what? I think I'm dead. And just to do the preseason, got 2 preseason games left. We got the bye week. Then we got 2 weeks on the road. Then we come back, and you're going 4 weeks, 5 weeks, already running pretty. 5 or 6 more weeks, a long time. If you go the second date, the second date obviously give you a little more time, give him more time to run some routes and get more comfortable if they think that's it and go. But if not, I just feel like it's a home game, right, Woody? You with me?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's.
In the first 2
perfect,
games,
yeah.
week 3, we're at home, opener, Kansas City.
There'll be a lot of buzz around that KC game.
Joe
so
Burrow.
maybe that's the one.
Huh.
There should be a lot, I would think, right? A lot of buzz around that. Mahomes coming to town.
Oh, yeah. Well, Joe Burrow ain't. Joe Burrow, your second home game.
That's true.
Get it rolling. All right. So anyway, I just was throwing some dates out.
I like that.
I like just getting everybody lathered up here a little bit, and I've been all over this thing. And
watch him be ready to start the
season. They all
season.
kind of laugh, and from
any chance of that, by the way? No chance. Start the season.
What's that?
That he goes for the opener?
I don't think so. The team's got to decide too how much work they want him to do in front of media and without media. They got to start doing some work. They can't, because listen, you're teasing the media if you do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not fair, because he's Everybody knew how good he was coming out. And he
Yeah.
drops, and we finally take him because he was going to be out. Nobody knew how long he was going to be out for.
I just don't think guys should drop like that for an ACL. Yeah. Not right now with the doctors and
hey, brother, everybody wants healthy guys coming into the draft.
I know, but the Dolphins can be a little bit patient if they need to be.
They can.
They're not going anywhere this year.
They can.
Although you'd like to win that opener.
Well, listen.
If you're circling games you can win, that opener's pretty winnable.
I would love nothing more than for a lot of this season see our two top wide receivers in the draft play with each other. One on one side, one on the other. And I'd love to see 14, 15 targets to them. Split that up however you might and get both those guys going would be great. Would be just outstanding. Hey, kind of like talking about Choice Mortgage, speaking of outstanding. If you need cash to pay off taxes, liens, judgments, IRS, high interest rates, second mortgages, credit card debt, call Michael Kotze at Choice Mortgage at 561-441-2730. If you own a commercial or residential property with equity, call Michael right now. He can help you. He's been helping Floridians for over 30 years. If you're looking to buy a home today, he'll get you pre-approved with little money down. Now is the time to lock in before interest rates go even higher. Call a cell phone. Guy's always working 24/7, 561-441-2730. Hey, man, and look, you need it. He'll get it done. Whatever it is the banks take, he gets it done about half the time because he does work 7 days a week. MLS 166254. Rates and terms are subject to change daily without notice. He's an equal housing lender ready to help you with 30-plus years of experience right now. Welcome back and a good morning to everybody. There is some news from University of Miami. If you listen, we're having the 9 o'clock hour with the head coach, Mario Cristobal. Cam Vaughn, West Virginia, transfer portal, wide receiver on a position that's absolutely overloaded on talent. 35 catches, 540 yards with 4 touchdowns with West Virginia last year. Came in here, and you got Malachi, you got Andrevius, Jacobs, you got Barcate. You just got a lot of guys, man. And they got a bunch of young, talented wide receivers. Some of those guys are really good, and I know they're figuring out, but my God, Woody and I are watching some of the young, true freshmen. They run routes a lot better than they used to, man. These guys have really learned a lot and way ahead of the game. And if there's one position that I get it, Cam Vaughn looked and goes, you know what? I'm not going to play a lot. Hell, I might not have the numbers I had at West Virginia. I don't know what he thought when he got here, but Josh Moore is really good. Josh Moore is really good. I don't want to lose Josh Moore. I'd make sure Josh Moore was right up there in the make sure we get him some targets.
We're going to see this kind of stuff now going forward, guys dropping out right before the season starts. I mean, how many weeks are you into camp now? When do we do the show?
Well,
We were at the first, probably was it 2 weeks into camp?
Here's a weird one. Most of these guys were here for spring.
Yeah, that is. So you think they have a better idea?
And he probably would have played a little bit, but
whatever happened to just like going about your business and, guys get hurt or whatever, and then you step up and play. Why do you have to start day one?
They're not going to do it when you're a transfer portal guy. A little more.
I guess, but
you'll have patience if you're a true freshman and you see the light at the end of the tunnel.
But you're still going to get the play, you would think, right? Team's going to be really good. I don't know. I just think you should stick it out, but
he's not going to play as much as he thought he was when he got recruited here as a transfer portal or check to see.
Well, I'm sure there's plenty of schools he can play a lot of snaps at, but
I can't go right now. I don't know. I mean, it's the Wild West, but
I don't know.
I don't know. How, does he get his year back? I guess he gets his year back.
Oh, yeah.
What do you have, 5? Oh, no, that
can
thing
play it. You can still play and get your year back.
I don't think that thing got changed yet. I think they killed everything. I don't know. I don't even know what the rules are.
I know in basketball you can play a certain amount of games and still, opt out.
It used to be 4 games, right?
Injured.
It was 4 games.
Yeah, I think
in
so.
College, and if you went more, then it was a year. But now you can go fight it in court locally, and you
win. They give you just enough time to see if the team's going to be good and if you like your role with the team, right?
Well, he's a couple weeks out, and you go from being, one of the guys, the main guys on a team, and now you're not. I got to tell you, though, this is going forward. This needs to be a wake up for everybody. You got to compete, and if you're out there competing, and now you might see one or a true freshman moving ahead of you, and you're going, wow, this is only going to get worse. They got a bunch of guys. They're not going to stop recruiting the top guys, try to get the elite guys.
Then maybe you shouldn't go to a top program.
Well,
if that's not the mindset you have, right? There's plenty of schools.
Can I just tell you something?
And play.
Yes, he can.
Plenty.
And I'm guessing he got offered to go to a lot of different places. And the final thing I want to say, and this is not to be mean, they're not going to miss him. They're not going to miss him. They got a lot of guys. They're loaded. And I said this before, there's one football, and I worry that is there enough footballs to go around
a lot of running
for
backs
a running
too.
game,
yeah.
and now trying to get the ball involved with every guy.
Mm-hmm.
So guys aren't looking at 13 to 15 catches at the end of the year going, I'm out of here. I'm not doing this. By the way,
man, it's a long season.
Malachi's
get banged up.
Malachi's only going to be a sophomore this year. He's back for one more after this. He is going to be weapon number 1. And I don't know. I'm listening to these guys tell me his numbers are going to be, he'll have bigger numbers this year. And I'm like, I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that.
Well, he's not going to surprise anyone this year.
No, they're going to key on him.
Sneaking up on anyone.
Yeah. I to the podcasting community for I know we like to say the offensive line is going to be better than last year. And the pass rush is going to be, I know we got 2 first-round picks, but they're going to be better than last year. And Malachi's going to have bigger numbers than last year. And I'm like, I don't know.
It'd be very tough for any offensive line to be better than last year's, Joe.
You got better players overall at receiver than you had a year ago. Josh Moore's a year older. And Barkate is his guy. He's going to be throwing that guy some balls. Yeah. I don't know.
By the way, you have a more dynamic player at quarterback than you did last year.
Okay.
I think Carson did a great job for what he was.
I just, when you look at everything and what they want to do, all these areas, I'm not worried about the offensive line. It will grow up quickly with the guys they have.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it, but
they're not where they are.
Last year's
all the starts they had at right guard and right tackle and left tackle. Hell, he decided to turn pro, and I was like, I was kind of wondering. Played a lot better in the playoffs, but I was like, are you sure you want to do this? You are a big NFL-looking tackle. What do you go in the 3rd round of the Eagles, right?
Yeah, you don't need to compare last year's team to this year's team. Like it doesn't do you any good at this point. And I think Mario's told you that a bunch of times, right?
Yeah.
Like this is a completely new thing here.
So anyway, did I go over? Am I way over?
No, you're all right.
I'm all right. Okay.
Yeah,
I just wanted to make sure.
You're under right now, actually.
Okay, good. It's good to know.
You've hit the under.
Hit the under.
It would be the first time you broke early in your career.
I'm not going to break. I just want to keep going on this thing, but it's nothing against Cam Vaughn, and I wish all these guys, hey, he got here. He's not seeing, he doesn't see the light at the end of the tunnel for playing time and the football being thrown to him.
But I think that's where people get very frustrated, right? When you see a guy that's like, I'm not going to get enough reps, and instead of trying to work towards getting them, he just leaves.
But that's a transfer portal guy. That's not a guy you recruited. That's a true freshman.
Yeah, but why would you think you're just going to walk into Miami and be the top dog?
Because he was a transfer portal guy, and he looked originally and said, okay, I'm going to beat out all the true freshmen because I've been in college football. They haven't. I think the one that threw this thing a little bit of a loop is Barkate coming in late. Your quarterback goes, oh, no, I'm not coming by myself. I'm bringing my partner who I was real comfortable throwing to for over 1,000 yards at Duke last year. So you got him, and they're going, oh, there goes a lot of targets, the old targets.
I guess the question is, would you rather get less reps at a good program, or you can go and
let me just tell you this
somewhere else and get a ton?
Let me just say this. Okay. Whatever it was, he's looking at his situation and he's moving on, and that's fine. If he's checked out, you don't want him anyway. And second of all, they're going to be fine. They're probably, if we're to be honest, we're probably 1 or 2 wide receivers more than we need. There's 1 football per play. It's not practice where 5 footballs after the play and they're throwing to the tight end and throwing. There's a lot of guys, and you got it, how's Malachi going to take it if all of a sudden he's got 85 catches?
Well, I think Malachi's a whole heck of a lot different than your prototypical wide receiver is going to pout if he doesn't get enough balls.
So,
right. You know Malachi, like he's not that guy.
I don't think so. No,
he's definitely not that guy.
He knows he's a number 1 guy.
But yes, they're going to make it a lot tougher on him.
But there's
some sneak up on anyone with any of those,
there's some other guys
or anything like that.
He's going to throw the ball a lot to his guy.
We saw it in practice, yeah.
And Josh Moore, if Josh Moore, if the day I was there, I felt I didn't see good. I'm trying to think. He's a local guy, and I think he's got ridiculous talent. He's 6'4", ridiculous talent. But when he's a little down and he's looking around the room, we got to make sure and it's a coach's job. You got to pat that guy on the back and get him involved in this thing. Again, I'm a big Josh Moore guy, and I want to make sure he's a happy guy. I don't want him transferring. I don't want to lose him. So, but they got, and by the way, these true freshmen that they have are ridiculous. So talented.
No, they're getting the top recruiting classes in the country.
They just got to wait in line, and most of them got to wait. They're third on the chart.
That's the question these days, though, man. Are guys willing to wait?
That's it.
Are you willing to wait?
And how long will you wait? You can get some of your freshman class to wait 1 year, but when I come back for spring football, my ass better be up that line. And if I'm not, and I'm coming back into the same situation, I'm probably going to start looking at leaving.
Portal guys come in. You know, you get a top guy who's a junior, senior, whatever. Like, it's tough.
One football. I will say this, no matter what anybody says, and it's about winning games, and you got to keep preaching that. Mario does a great job, but there's one football. There's one football, and you got a lot of guys. You are loaded. A lot of people think this is the best wide receiving core in the country. When they do those lists, they're right up there. They are right up there at the top. Same with the running backs, even though that might have got a little bit shorter. Anyway, hey, we've got to go to break before we hit this 9 o'clock hour. Dude, want to take a moment to tell you about a couple of guys I love talking about, Harvey and Gary. They're going, where the hell's he going, Harvey and Gary? You going fishing or something? I go, no, I'm talking about Harvey Cohn and Gary Judah, the partners of Cohn and Judah Injury Law Firm. Man, I got to tell you, this is the right family to get to, man. I'm telling you, if you've been through a injury of slip and fall or automobile accident, motorcycle accident, something that wasn't your fault, and you're in pain and you've been looking around trying to make a decision, you want to make it fast and you want to get somebody that's really going to care. Somebody that's got their name on that law firm that's really going to care. I'm not just going to be another number. I'm going to be somebody that's important to them every day. Well, I can tell you Harvey Cohn and Gary Judah don't believe in handoffs to other attorneys. And, man, I hear more and more stories about people going into these law firms where they see these commercials. They love them. They just look like they're the ones that are perfect for me. You go in there, you meet with them, and the next thing you know, you never get to meet the partners in the law firm. They send you right over to other attorneys who got 300 cases on their desk, and you're going, what am I doing here, man? What am I doing? And then all of a sudden you don't get what you want. You don't hear from them. You're not sure how it's going. You got to call them. It's a bad situation, man. You can always flip over to Harvey and Gary. And I promise you this, no handoffs, 30 years of experience, big enough to go to trial and get you multi-million-dollar results, small enough just to call you back. Go to CohnandJudah.com and read the reviews. People who talk about their communication skills, their ability to get you a fair amount of money that you're happy about. And remember this, they don't pay other lawyers to do the work you hire them to do.
Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys.
Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This update is brought to you by Doral Kia. In Miami at a Domino's game, you'll find your Abuelito, and whenever you want a low price, save the Preseason. Say now the Preseason at Doral Kia, starting with the Marlins, who took 2 of 3 from the Reds with a 7-1 win. Miami will now head to Philly for a 3-game series. Tonight's first pitch is at 6:40 from Citizens Bank Park. You can catch the game right here on WQIM. And the Dolphins will have their final 2 training camp practices on Tuesday and Thursday this week. Both practices begin at 9:30 and are open to the public. Time for weather. It is brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Have a leaky roof? Take action now. Get your free estimate. Call 954-968-8155. Scattered thunderstorms in the later afternoon, Joe. So hopefully you get a good tennis window. And with all that being said, it is giveaway time now.
All right, let's do it.
We are going to go caller number 5, 305-567-0560. We will get you hooked up for a little date night action here. Couple of tickets to see Aziza Ansari at Hard Rock Live. That is coming up on October 9th in Hollywood.
Do me a favor. Please don't add like I'm in the restaurant stuff.
I wasn't going to. You brought it up.
Don't do that. Anyway, okay, that's good. That's a good start. We're doing that all week, Woody?
Yeah. Do you want to set the person up? Like if they win the tickets, one of the ladies here, do you want to try to set them up on a date? Are you still on that? I don't know if that's still... That's still a thing.
You talking about Julie?
I guess. I don't get involved in that kind of stuff.
Well, you got involved a little bit by doing that.
I'm just asking, but
she had like 40 offers last time. It was amazing.
Yeah, she did get a lot off.
She got a lot. We heard this a lot. Divorced, couple of kids.
Mm-hmm.
Not really, into the dating app thing, but would love to take her out. She sounds like she'd be a lot of fun. And apparently, people look it up and see what she looks like.
All right, so we'll do caller
beautiful
5
lady
right now.
Beautiful.
I
lady.
guess if you're interested, I'll write your name down in a separate column and it's over.
See if I can set you up with one of our morning single personalities that up and down here.
You've done a good job with
I have not.
Setups over the years.
No, it's not done well.
All right.
By the way,
tickets all week long.
Years and years ago, I tried to set somebody that works here at the radio station, and it didn't go well, and I that was it.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm done. That was it. It didn't go well. I do love him though. He does make me laugh. There's no question about that. Hey, so we got the Dolphin Giants week 2, Thursday, joint practice. Man, I'm telling you, if you get a chance and you have any time off, you should go out and see. I think they're going to get after it. I think the Giants are on this kick of wanting to show everybody they're physical and things that have been said about Giants football and the whole thing with 2 young guys, Jackson Dart at quarterback, who's trying to stay healthy, and that team trying to set a new head coach, Coach Harbaugh there now, and trying to show their physical. I think it's going to be a fun one, and this will be the last one the Dolphins have against another team. The other one last week against the Commanders. So they're only doing 2, nothing against Atlanta Falcons the following week. And, yeah, I would recommend if you get a chance and you're looking forward to going, that Thursday one will add a lot to it. And we got a lot of Giants fans down here anyway. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah. We got a winner, by the way. Congrats to Jose from Pembroke Pines. So if you're trying to call in right now, we'll have tickets the rest of the week. Yeah.
Man, they lit
These
up.
are good tickets, though.
Yeah.
He's really funny. I have bad news, though. We are 0 for 1.
What?
He's married.
Okay, good.
And he said he is taking his wife.
That's good. Well, I'm not looking for everybody who's going around going, hey, it didn't go well the first time around. I'm glad. That's great. Go have fun. It's a great night.
No, it's good for him. It's not good for.
I got news for you.
Situation.
The lines lit up like a Christmas tree.
They're good. They're good tickets, man.
Jeez.
He's very popular.
Good stuff. We get to.
I have to speak to our promotions guys, see if I can't Get hooked up for that one. I wouldn't mind going.
It's hard to find him because he's always in 99.9. He's always down at Kiss Country. You have to go down there to see him.
You're making friends left and right around here.
No, maybe it's head of sales.
Tickets, man.
Hey, no, maybe you should go to head of sales, like for all the for the good basketball games and hockey games coming up.
Why don't you kiss a little ass around here?
Oh no, let me tell you. Give me a call, part-time Paul. Maybe he'll just give all his tickets to all the all the neighbors. The happy. I got to tell you, that got to be the happiest group of neighbors in the land. That got to be around Paul, where Paul lives.
I just think
because ain't nobody else getting tickets except your ass. Sometimes
you need to be nicer. He already invited me to the opener. Like, you need to be nicer. I think, and you know, go a lot further for you.
No,
kiss a little ass here and there. Be nice to people. Stroke, a little stroking around here.
Stroking.
People like the ego stroked a little bit, Everyone's real nice to you.
No, they're not. All right, man. You're too much. Give me a call sometimes, Paul.
Sometimes.
I
better
forgot.
than no call, Paul.
Oh my gosh, I forgot to call the guy back. Oh. Okay.
Boy, you got a big shovel out this morning, digging the hole. You may never see one of these arenas again.
No. Not with tickets from here.
Yeah, I was say, better get your StubHub account going or whatever. What did you buy those tickets with?
You know what I'm thinking? Paul should turn over that business to somebody else.
The ticket business?
Yeah.
I think you should be in charge of the tickets.
I think I should too.
That would work out nicely for me.
I would love him to come in and like Matt and go, here, you take it over. And I'll go, okay.
By the way, that might be the worst job in the entire building, to be in charge of tickets.
I agree.
That's terrible.
I would not want that job.
Because you have people that are nice to you just for tickets.
No. But so the tickets are truly for our clients, for sponsors.
Yeah,
that's what they're for.
Yes, that's the original point of them, yes.
That's it. And then now we got FM people going, well, why wouldn't we get, I go, because you guys aren't in sports. Like honestly, if you're looking, if we're to be honest, since we're talking our business, we're to talk about the priority list. It should be our clients first.
Mm-hmm.
And that whenever they call, that's it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, that guy we
well,
want
I think
to make
that's
sure
how it works. Yeah.
Second group should be us. And then the rest of it, and then the music.
Okay. What about the salespeople? What about Todd? He likes to go to games.
So Todd should, because he does a lot of the selling for sports, he should be a priority too.
So he's in the 2 category?
He's there with us.
Okay.
He does the most selling for this business.
I agree.
He does, not even close. He sells most of this. And people say he only sells me, but he sells a lot.
He likes you.
We've been together a long time.
You're very marketable.
People
You're nice to people outside of this building. I see you, man.
You need to stop. Just saying I'm mean, go around mean to everybody in this place. I talk to everybody.
You turn it on, I guess, but the problem is you rip people on air and they listen.
I'm not listening right now. It's fine.
You haven't made any friends with our boss.
Give me a call, part-time
boss for another week or 2.
Is he still here?
See, that's what I'm talking about.
No, I didn't know if
that's what I'm talking about.
I didn't mean it that way. I didn't know if he's still here or not.
I don't know if he wants his business put out there, but he had jury duty today.
He did?
Mm-hmm. He sent out an email. You check your emails.
When does that stop? What age do they stop calling?
Jury duty?
Yeah.
I didn't know that you could age out of jury duty.
You can. Somebody out there knows that and the consent
really?
To us. Yeah. So my dad got it, and he was freaked out. While I'm out there, he goes, oh, my God. 91 years old, he said, I got to go. And I go, and so my sister looked it up out there in California, said, you don't have to go.
Does he drive?
It stops in the 70s or something.
He does drive?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome for 91. Wow.
So he says at the time, he's freaked out because, they put you can be arrested if you don't show up or they can prosecute you or whatever the hell it is. If you miss it, I don't know if they ever actually follow up on that with all the stuff going on. I'm guessing they're not worried about somebody not showing up. If you've ever sat there with 300 other people in the morning.
But we did that story in the headlines the other day. Do you remember that story? Where someone called up an elderly person. They were like, you missed jury duty. You need to pay us 15 grand. And they sent it to him. and they did it.
I could see why that happens. I know about 15 grand, but I could see somebody trying to work on him, but he didn't. So anyway,
we were talking about, Jamie and I were talking about that earlier, because I think he's gotten jury duty, I don't know, maybe 30 times.
So my dad, this guy, you can hear this story. This is one of many happens. Now listen, I'm new to this, and I go out and stay with them as much as I can, and the world that they live in. So he gets this thing, and he can't let it go. And I go, Dad, my sister said you're good to go. There's not going to go after you. Nobody's going to pull you over when they see your car and arrest you, and you got to go down to the county jail. Like, that's not going to happen. And he goes, no. He made us take him down there. He had to go down there. We took him down. He wouldn't let it go.
Well, so I respect that. It's a civic duty to.
So he went down there, not to that day, but he went down there. He had to hear just a few days before. And they said, no, sir, we didn't realize your age. You don't have to go. But I don't know what age that is.
Well, see if someone helps us with this one.
What I'm saying is it's getting back to our boss. He may not have to go.
He's your age, right?
He might be at that age. Now, 60s, I think you're still in at 60s.
Well, I shouldn't say that. He emailed that he has it. I don't know that he's going. I think it's an excused absence. Right?
All right, Wood. Anyway.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get you.
So I looked it up real quick.
What is it there, Jamie? Thank you. You're the only one dumbass next to you. He just wants to make crap up.
I didn't know you could age out of jury duty.
So you can age out of jury duty. It's by state.
It is state.
And the age for Florida looks to be 70 years old.
That sounds right.
Mississippi and South Carolina are 65. States like New Jersey, Ohio, and Texas set the limit at 75. So
what about my screwed up state? Give me California.
California.
I'll get back to you on that one. Give me a second.
Sorry about that, Jamie. You know what? You did a good job. Much better than that knucklehead next to you.
You want a couple of texts on this one? 954 says nobody has to go to jury duty. They don't send the letter certified mail. How do they know if you received it? Just ignore it. Nothing they can do.
California's 70 years old, by the way.
All right. Sounds.
I don't know about that. I think they call you.
I don't know. I don't know about that one. Read that last one more time, Woody. Let me hear that one more time.
I think this is wrong about the two people have said this certified mail thing.
Yeah.
That there's no way to track you. I want to say, like, I remember I had to do this last year, and it was like a really embarrassing thing. The judge knew my wife. Anyway, I think that they call you beforehand too.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I think they call you and they're like, hey, you're due here tomorrow.
They bring in like 500 people at a time in Broward.
Well, I mean, it's probably an automated call, but I think they still can track you.
So has anybody out there been pulled over that blew this thing off and they're going, hey, we noticed that
no way.
You missed it about 7 months ago. Your ass is under arrest.
No, I think there's certain offenses that, like, if you were to get pulled over for speeding, that they could, like, maybe write you a citation, but they're not going to pull you over because you skipped jury duty.
So you think this is all, that thread is all just a little bark and no bite?
I mean, I went because I'm a coward, but
so is most people are because they all show up.
Let me ask you this. My brother just got jury duty. Right now he's living in Colorado, but his technical address is in South Florida. Does he have to fly down from Colorado to go to jury duty?
That's an excuse. Like, you can call them and give an excuse. Like, if there's a reason you can't do it, there is a number you can call.
That's BS. They don't let everybody out. Then nobody.
But if the guy obviously has an excuse.
Yeah, but then all these people are make an excuse. How can you prove it?
Well, when I was at jury duty, I stood up and I tried to get out of it by saying I had to pick up my kids.
And they don't want to hear that. That's weak.
Well, I told you the judge was like, don't worry about it. Your wife will do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I stood up, told him what I did, and the guy goes, we know who you are. Sit down. He just shut me right down. He just told me to sit down in front of all these people.
And you got it. You ended up on the same.
I ended up in a friggin' murder one and a death penalty combination.
It's a great story. A lot of people saying nothing happens if you don't go.
Yeah, I think maybe you're all right.
I don't know. People should go. That's how we end up with juries.
Can you imagine everybody, though, like down in Dayton, like 3 people show up for jury duty and they're like sending them all out. And most people get sent home anyway, right? Most people, it's already been. So another one I went to, they were going back and forth, and they just sent us home. They were still trying to work something out.
Yeah.
They didn't even get to us. You could hear screaming, though. They were going at it. It was getting ugly in this room. I could hear them.
Well, mine was weird. Mine was they were sentencing a guy who had already committed the crime, so it wasn't like you didn't get to go to the trial. You just had to sentence the guy. And they said the death penalty was on the table. I'm like, I don't really want to sentence anyone to death necessarily.
I got to tell you, man, that death penalty, I spent a night at Embassy Suites, 17th Street. Matter of fact, I might have spent 2 nights at the Embassy, 17th Street on this vote. And I'll tell you what, when you're talking about somebody's life.
Not that living in jail for
No.
ideal,
but I got to tell you, my guy was, he was going with all his buddies. He was all pumped up. He's part of a gang. He was hoping that's where he ended up. All right. We got to go to break here, man. We got more stuff here, though. If you're looking for a truck, well, I'll tell you what, South Florida Chevy dealers got some trucks. You want to talk about whatever it is you're looking for, from the Chevy Colorado, the fantastic, the Colorado Custom to the ZR2, and then over to the Chevy Silverado family with the Custom Trail Boss to the Silverado EV. We got 10 models and 4 powerful engine choices. Silverado delivers an impressive balance of strength, dependability, and efficiency for you. Hey, I just tell you, when it comes to hardworking trucks, whatever it is you're looking for, the Chevy Silverado HD to the powerful LTZ with premium style and substance to match, or maybe just go to our big boy, the Chevy Silverado HD High Country. You know, I always say this with the trucks, and I see Silverado trucks everywhere, and they're a big seller, man. They're the big Chevy seller. There's no question about it when it comes to trucks. They're strong, they're durable, and it's like we've custom made a truck absolutely perfect for your lifestyle. And we're loaded down with trucks all over, 14 dealerships throughout South Florida, loaded down with great-looking trucks that fit your lifestyle needs, whether it's full-time working truck, family truck, or just want to have a little fun on the weekends in that truck with your boat and your wave runners. We got a truck absolutely perfect for you, but that's just the beginning. You got to stop by, take a very friendly test drive, check it out a little bit, and then sit down and get the deal of a lifetime going on at your South Florida Chevy dealers right now.
The
Albums Live performs Supertramp Breakfast in America on August 22nd at the Casino at Dania Beach. Relive every iconic hit and experience this legendary album note for note, cut for cut. Don't miss out. Purchase your tickets at CasinoDaniaBeach.com.
Miami has the Dolphins.
Joe, we have breaking Dolphins news. We've been talking about this for a while now. Adam Schefter officially reporting the Dolphins have activated wide receiver Chris Bell off the non-football injury list.
Wow, how about that?
Meaning that he is able to practice with the team.
So
there you go, man.
It's great news on this shorthanded wide receiver group. I said, 30 minutes ago, 2 dates to watch for. I thought it would be a home game on our turf because we got the best turf, and they do. They got great turf. Tampa Bay's got great turf. We got great turf here. 2 dates to watch for, and Chris Bell return, and now that he's active, you know what the coach is going to get hit with that, he's already been hit with it, right? I guess they probably 9 o'clock meeting this morning with the coach that he's already talking about the Chris Bell return. And again, 2 dates have made sense to me. The first home game against Kansas City, give him 3 to 4 weeks to really get comfortable running routes and practicing against his own guys. And then second of all, if you really want to slow it down, wait for the second home game against Cincinnati in week 5. But man, that might be off the table here, because if he's going to start practicing this week, next week, bye week, holy crap. Well, you know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking what you're thinking. Could he be ready, and would you feel comfortable playing him, giving you an extra weapon against the Raiders in the opener? How about starting 2 rookie wide receivers with potentially Malik Washington in the slot? Interesting, man. Interesting take on it. I know there's a lot of work ahead, and there's a lot of guys been working, and don't want to put him ahead, but he is a ridiculous talent that everybody's talked about, and he just got to get rid of. Hasn't played in a long time, man. Has not played, and everybody else has had a camp and mini camps and OTAs and been working out, and he's been rehabbing. He has not done the same workouts as those guys. So I understand it, but this is all great news either way, that you potentially, good God, months flirting on a West Coast trip. If you think a month is enough for a guy that's obviously a really good talent. Woody and I watching, he had his brace off and he was running. I went, oh boy, they took that. And he was running pretty good, right? Woody had a guy on the inside and outside, like they were kind of covering him and had him running just to build up his conditioning.
This is why we were talking about this earlier. Like the ACL thing should not drop a guy that far in the draft.
Yeah.
It just doesn't. Didn't make any sense.
Just has to do with the ACL and how many other things are with the ACL, right? Because there's other things,
but like I don't
called
know, Joe,
shredding your knee.
Maybe 10 or 15 years ago, when guys were like they were out for like a full calendar year, maybe.
Yeah,
but
that's true. We had guys that didn't come back from it.
Yeah, I can't.
I'm not
right now. Though,
I'm not
like,
taking shots at the dead doctor, but we had guys that didn't come back.
Yeah, but it's so much different now. Guys are coming back so quickly.
It's a different deal now. They are much better, obviously. Hell, got guys. These guys are, they come back fast. 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, 9 months. Usually they're back. If it's just an ACL or basically an ACL.
It's the Achilles now that, first of all, we see a lot of Achilles, but that one's a little tougher.
Achilles,
that's a problem.
You pay your time on that Achilles. Yeah, that's a different animal. But anyway, great news for the Dolphins, who honestly, I didn't feel like the wide receivers are coming off a real good week up in Washington, except for your number one guy. Yeah, it's going to happen, man. Sooner than I thought. Caleb Douglas on one side, probably Malik Washington, and now we find out guy you drafted, Chris Bell, could be lined up next to each other here real quickly. I thought maybe later in the year. Remember, Woody, I started that second half. Now I'm off a little bit. Hey, we got some other news. Mario Cristobal is going to join us, talk a little bit about his team. He's got a lot of news from his team, as well as talking about especially the guys on the defensive line and the offensive line. We're going to have that next with the head coach of the Miami Hurricanes.
The Joe Rose Show is presented by Loctite Windows, Doors, and Roofing. Loctite Impact.